What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone is doing well. We've got an unboxing today of a very large printer that has been taking up a ton of space in here, so I'm super excited to get out of the box. This is the Sovol SV04, which is a bed slinger, but it's an IDEX 3D printer with direct drive and auto bed leveling. So I'm pretty excited to see sort of how it performs out of the box. And then I did order, I talked about it last week, but I ordered bimetal heat breaks. So the game plan is to upgrade it to all metal hot ends, but they didn't show up in time. So it'll be either another stream or something I'll do off stream, and then we'll sort of take a look at that a little bit later. But how is everybody doing? I saw chat was scrolling super quickly right before we went live. Alien, Panzer, Jose, Computer Joe, Brian, Lisa, Ray, Kenneth, Gunner, Thomas, Tony, what's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. I'm excited. You can't really see it, but we got merch. I posted it on Twitter just a few moments ago. It's something that I've kind of been working on behind the scenes for a long time. I had it set up through YouTube before, but I wasn't super happy with it. And Lisa in particular, for many, many months now, has been telling me I need to get it set up. And so I finally went out and I had some ideas for designs, and this one, which you can't see it super well in this photo, but it's pretty rad. It's a VW style bus with the Modbot robot and the wheels are spools. I'm calling it the spool bus, but yeah, it's in the description of the video. There is t-shirts, hoodies, and stickers, and depending on you know, like interest with it, I do have some other cool design ideas, and I'm thinking about maybe doing like a once a quarter different design or something like that. But yeah, there's been a lot of requests on and off for a while now, but I wanted to get a new design. I wanted to get the shirts in to feel the quality before, because it's through Stream Elements, and that's who Nero recommended to me and who he uses for the Only Benchies merch that he has. But yeah, really excited. And if it's something anyone's interested in, then links are in the description down below. Lisa was, Lisa, I had messaged her and the moderator chat basically saying, hey, this is live now. And I said, wait till the stream goes live. But Lisa jumped right on it and ordered ordered a t-shirt. So let me see if I've got the notifications working. There we go. Yeah. So that's awesome. Thank you, Lisa. You are our first official merch purchaser. I'm excited to get some of these shirts out there. I got one for Erin. She didn't get one of the original shirt runs that, or shirts that we had like a year or so ago. And so she's been on my case about that. So she got a shirt in too. But yeah, I'm really excited. Other than that, what is new for today before we jump into this? EU shipping, it's through their... it's through Stream Elements, which it seemed like they were based out of San Diego, California. At least that's where the tracking started from. I believe it's global shipping. The only thing I don't know is pricing. I think shipping was like $5-ish for me being in the States. And so I imagine Europe is going to be more. I just don't know how much. I don't have any control over the shipping cost. It's all through their portal. So I figured, for now, this is the easiest way to do it, basically print on demand. If it ever got to the point where it made sense to keep inventory, then I could maybe do something like that. But right now, like, I just don't have the space. I can't store a bunch of shirts here and ship out. And this allows us to at least have like, Hey, but can't stay long. One thing to remember when setting the height of T2, there are 4 set screws, 2 on each side, before the top screw will work. Oh, sweet. Thank you for the 5, I believe it's euros. Hey, bud, can't stay long. One thing to remember when setting the height of tool head 2, there are 4 set screws, 2 on each side, before the top screw will work. Okay, awesome. Thank you. I will definitely keep that in mind when setting that. Yeah, usually with the IDEX, the biggest issue initially is getting the tool head set correctly. You can't, if one's slightly lower than the other or whatever, then it will bump into your print and dislodge it. So thank you very much for the, thank you for the ship using a portal gun. Thank you for the tip or the recommendation. I will definitely keep that in mind. So yeah, I think that's all on that for now. I know last week someone had asked about updates on the CNC machine that we built, and it's been so hot, but I finally got a chance to get out in the garage, and yesterday I was pocketing holes for it, and then I was planing the MDF and I damaged the controller. It was my fault. Basically, the dust shoe that I have on there, or that I designed, it is working great. I actually, like, for the pocketing holes with and without, it was a night and day difference. The issue is that when it's doing the planing and covering the entire build volume, the dust shoe hit the controller box. And it wasn't like the impact that damaged it. I think it had something to do with either a stepper or the spindle. Basically, all the motion seems to be working fine. I believe it's the MOSFET that controls the spindle power and turning the spindle on and off, because spindle is just stuck in on state. So I'm either going to just use this as an excuse to just upgrade to a Makita router and just go in, which was, I was gonna do that, but later on. And I did contact Fox Alien, I can't even talk today, to see what their thoughts were, if they would be willing to send out a replacement board. If it is the MOSFET, it's a 3-pin through-hole MOSFET. So essentially, I could probably desolder it, see if I can find the MOSFET and reorder it. But if I don't have to go through that, I'd rather not. But that was my fault, not the machine's fault. And it made me sad because I was out there in the garage yesterday just like sweating over this CNC machine. And oh, sweet. That's a notification for merch. What is that? It doesn't give me first and last. I only know it was Lisa because she said in the LH. It says LE made an order for a t-shirt, stickers, and another t-shirt. Thank you very much. That's kind of a bummer that it doesn't give the YouTube name, but it must be because it's through their portal. But thank you very much, LI. And TP, TP got a spool bus t-shirt and 2 t-shirts. Thank you very much. I'm a little bit bummed that it only gives first and last name. I don't know if I have any control over that, but thank you very much. I'm super excited. Like I said, I had this idea for this t-shirt design for quite a while, but I was sketching it originally myself, and my artistic abilities are quite minimum. And so the artist that I basically commissioned to do the design did such an amazing job of taking the idea I had in my head with like, these are the things that I want, and just doing an absolutely, oh my gosh. ES, thank you very much for your order. It looks like a sticker and the front and back t-shirt spool bus. I'm excited to see these out there. Do me a favor, anybody that orders a t-shirt or a sticker or anything like that, when you get them, take a photo and tag me, either on Discord or on Twitter is like the most active ones. I'm super excited to see these out in the wild. And I know that like the community is all over the States and even outside of the country, so it's pretty sweet. Thank you very much, everyone that's ordered. It's something I'm really excited to be able to offer, and then also it helps support the channel, and it's pretty sweet. I'm really excited. I think it turned out awesome. Okay, let's see if we can jump into, oh, TP is Pi. Thank you, thank you, Pi. We'll have to get a photo. Pi's local to me. We'll have to get a photo in person then of us wearing our shirts. Okay, Eggy is ES. Awesome. Thank you, Eggy. Okay, so let's dive into getting this unboxed and then printing, and then we will be able to hang out a bit more. So this is the printer. It's the Sovol SV04. Regular price is like $550. It's on sale for $520, which in my opinion for a 300 by 300 by 400 millimeter printer in general is a pretty good deal. But the fact that it's IDEX, is using all aluminum extrusions, is direct drive, and has, I believe, a BL on one of these. Maybe I'm incorrect. I thought there was a BL or a CR Touch on one of these. Is pretty cool. I've used a few really expensive IDEX machines, and to be honest with you, the setup process was pretty tedious. And then I tried a different lower cost IDEX machine about a year ago and was pretty impressed with it. So the biggest gripe I have is the fact that they're not all metal, considering that if you go on Sovol's website and you search bimetal, nope, there we go. Nope, I can't. If you can spell it, it's easier. So this is this is what I ordered. The fact they sell 3 bimetal heat breaks for $12.99. So if you do the math on that, I mean, we're talking $4 and some change per. I just wish like they would have included it on the machine. I think anyone would gladly pay an extra 10 bucks to be able to print up to 300C. So these are coming. I ordered them from Sovol Direct and they came from overseas. So they're officially in the States, but they didn't make it here in time today, but we will be installing these, which I'm really, really excited about. So, let me go. There's so much happening today. Hey, what's up, Chris Campbell? What kind of power supply? That's a great question. I'll have to check in a second here. Sweet. PD made an order for one spool bus t-shirt. Thank you very much. Okay. So yeah, I don't actually... Let me pop out chat. There's so much happening today. It was chaos trying to get this box on my table. I've been working on a few projects and one second here. Train of thought is being lost. And it was a struggle to get everything set up. Hey, what's going on, Ahmed? So let's go ahead and unbox this. I did set up the overhead camera, but it looks bad. Like, this is the webcam. I don't really want to use it all that much, so I think we'll just do front cam, and then I'll switch over to side cam when we get everything out of here. Oh, it doesn't even, let's see, there we go. There's barely enough space. No, I can't even. Brake box. If I can bend it like that, there we go. Oh my gosh. Hey, what's up, zombie? Let me fix, sorry, the mic's gonna make a sound for a second here. Okay. How's everybody doing? It's like I said, it's been a crazy week here. I've been working on a couple projects at the exact same time, which has been interesting. Okay, let's see if I do, how does side cam look? Okay, this might work. We'll do side cam because it looks so much better than the top one. So we've got our handy dandy instruction guide. Shout out to Zombie as well. After last week's stream, when we were doing some printing and I realized I don't have any like PLA from Polymaker, we will be doing our Polymaker giveaway too. But he pinged me and I was able to get in contact with Polymaker and get some Polymaker spools out. So I did get the Galaxy Blue PLA in that Zombie's been talking about for some time. So I'm really excited to do some printing with some of Polymaker's PLA, because all the Polymaker filament I have is ASA, ABS, and some like polycarbonate. I just don't have any, I don't have any real like just pretty PLAs and stuff like that, so. Box cutter's very useful tool. Yeah, I think my box cutter's in the garage, Alien. Box cutters for me are like flush cutters where I have a bunch of them at one point and then I end up losing them all. Hey, what's up, Luke? Dear Nero, and just cut off the flaps. If I had a, the only knife I think I have in here is I have a little X-Acto knife somewhere, but, so we got 2 spools of filament, not full kilograms, but definitely nicer, 200 grams each, white and blue PLA, which is definitely nicer than what you normally get, so that's pretty cool. Got our little toolbox here, which probably has a couple screws that we'll need. We got power supply, we've got 2 spare nozzles, spool holder, we've got an 8 GB full-size SD card, which makes me think it probably takes full-size SD, which I'm a fan of. We've got filament runout sensor, as well as, it looks like this is a filament guide. Basically, the 1.75 filament will feed between these wheels. I don't quite like this as much as a reverse Bowden setup, but it's better than nothing. We've got flush cutters, we've got our Allen keys, a couple little wrenches. We've got our spatch, USB, micro USB, and then we've got a couple of acrylic pieces, which are probably spacers for doing the initial calibration. So we'll put these all in one place so I don't lose them, and then we'll take those out in a moment here. Cute spools. Yeah. I literally only have printed solid Galaxy Black PTG. That's your only filament that you carry or that you keep? Oh, I forgot about ERCF. Yeah, so my favorite type of multi-extruder setup is probably IDEX. My biggest gripe with it is, there's our touchscreen. My biggest gripe is usually the calibration. I do like, these are cool, little purge buckets. So, I mean, one big difference between, and there's little rubber rubber blocks to basically clean the nozzle off as it goes over it. This is what I like about this kind of setup over ERCF or the AMS, is that you're not wasting as much material, because with the other materials you have to purge through the nozzle as you transition colors. With these, granted, you're limited to 2 colors at a time or 2 materials, which I'm excited to play around with as well. But because you're keeping the same color in each hot end, the purging isn't really much purging at all. It's usually just a tiny little bit to get the flow back up or the pressure out of the nozzle, which is pretty awesome. So for functional printing or dual color stuff, it's definitely a sweet setup, as long as, again, you can get the calibration set up. Because I've played around with some IDEX machines where calibration is just a nightmare. So I'm hoping it's not the case here. Getting a CB1 after recording, but also getting 2 Pi 4B, 1 for a CM4 and EV36. Already have more than enough boards from Big Tree Tech. That's awesome. I actually, just so, I guess, sneak peek for everybody. I don't know how well I can pick this up, but I don't know how we'll be able to see this. You can't see this. What am I doing? This is a mess. Let's see here. Yeah. So here's the M8P. And the CB1, I had a couple people saying that they were having issues with getting it set up. So I went through the process myself with the CB1, following like flashing the latest image file, hooking, changing the config for the Wi-Fi, and I had no problems at all. So I'm going to be doing a video. I don't have the printer this is going into because it's going in one of 2 machines, and this is clearly an Ender 3, which doesn't make any sense to have an 8 driver board. But I will at least show the getting mainsail installed, configuring Wi-Fi aspect of it, because I had some questions on it. And the second CB1 I ordered is actually in the mailbox, so I will get that one and verify that it works the same way this one does. I think it was 3 people in total that were talking to me about Wi-Fi stuff, and I'm thinking that it might just be an issue with them not flashing the latest image, or there's the way you set the Wi-Fi is different on the CB1 versus something like a Raspberry Pi, where you do it in the Raspberry Pi image flasher. Have a sip of the Dr. Pepper. Alien will approve. I was going to look into doing 2 prints at once. Yeah, I think that a big part of it, is that the software and slicers still need to evolve a bit more in ways. Because like, if you could just print like, let's say every time I was printing something and it was doing the purge or waste filament, if I could have it create like a hook for my pegboard or something like that, then that would be awesome, versus just a bundle of mess. So yeah, I know there's things you can do, like even on the AMS, they have it set up now where in the slicer you can use that purge material as support material. So let's see, John, sadly gotta go, might be back later in the stream. Okay, well, I will be streaming for at least 2-ish hours or so. So I got the M8. I can't get the Wi-Fi working, but Ethernet is fine. Interesting. Did you flash the latest image? The one there's an image from like 30 days ago on the GitHub, and then I know you have to, like once you flash it, before you eject it, you have to go into the micro SD card and edit a text file on there. Dude, this is massive. Look at how big this is. You can't even see the top of it, but it's just, I don't know where this thing's gonna go. It's a monster. Ugh. The V400 was big, but it was tall versus wide. Hey, KW got the front and back spool bus shirt and a sticker. Thank you very much. I originally wasn't going to do I like front and back logo t-shirts a lot. It's actually where am I going? It's actually my favorite style of t-shirt, is with the small logo on the front and big on the back, but the price of getting these shirts made through this organization or through Streamalones is a bit more than it was through YouTube's. And so I wasn't going to do that a bit more because it cost, I think, like an extra $5 for the front and back, but I'm glad I did. Lisa had asked about that, and clearly there's interest in that. So I may end up ordering one of those as well for myself. Gosh, this thing is, oh my gosh. Okay, I think that's everything. I'm gonna set this on the ground for a split second here, and then confirm it's everything, then get this box out of here, because that's a lot. I don't know how well, let's see if I go side cam. They did a really great job with like not chinsing on foam. There is a ton of thick foam everywhere, which is nice to see, because with the weight on this printer, if they didn't really, oh man, they didn't really encapsulate the entire thing in thick foam, I'm sure it wouldn't make the trip overseas. So, okay, let me put this in the hall. I gotta get rid of it before Erin comes home, otherwise she'll not be happy. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Sorry, monkey. Monkey's sleeping right here. He's like, what is that? Okay, all right. Okay, so let's get this. So it does have a magnetic flex plate system. Oops. It's not PEI. It's sort of like the kind of knockoff Buildtech is what I usually refer to it as. Definitely a better magnet than what the KP3S had. That was a weak magnet. And you could just easily get a powder coated bed. The one thing I will say is that because of IDEX printers and their chance of having a little deviation between nozzles, this material generally sticks a bit better than PEI in my opinion, for at least like PLA, even ABS, it does a great job. So I'm okay with this on here. Like this is a solid bed setup. Yeah, this thing is monster. Debian 11 can be funky with Wi-Fi from my experience loading it on laptops. Oh, interesting, okay. Is this a hint you're getting the Fabrico salad fork that's coming with the Manta 8 in the kit? Lots of goodies in there. I don't know if I am, Delmar. I would love to. I hadn't seen, I'd heard of the salad fork, but it wasn't until I saw Speedy's at Murph where I was like, I love this thing. It is adorable. So one of my biggest things right now is, so I just finished printing, let's see if I shove my arm through the monitor. Yes. So I just finished printing, the switch wire has been going ham, and it just printed out all the ERCF parts. I didn't have any of the accent parts done, so it just did all these in the last like day or two here. But I don't have, like, I really would like to do either a 2.4 or a Trident, so that way I can install the ERCF on it. The switch wire can do it, but because of sort of the way the switch wire frame is with the panels on mine, it's not ideal, so I'm not exactly sure. We might just be building it and putting on the switch wire for now, but the salad fork does take either the mini AB or the mini stealth burner when it finally comes out. So we'll see. I'm considering either building a dedicated enclosure for the KP3S or printed parts, or building a custom mini bed slinger enclosed. What kind of mini bed slinger? Just from scratch? It's awesome I can watch a stream from work, but I end up missing 5 minutes every few. I move slow because of how often I get caught up in conversations. Hey, what's going on, Justin? Okay, let's get to this. Let me move you guys over here. Since the KP3S print's almost perfect, it would be great to have that butt enclosed. Well, it shouldn't be that hard to enclose it, especially because the power supply is separate. I mean, I don't think, like, even if it shortens the life of the board by leaving it in the enclosure, I don't really think it would be that substantial. And if you had to eventually replace the board, you know, for your EVA can take a modded after. Oh, cool, that's awesome. Do you think you'll go to Murph 2023? I'm bummed I didn't go, but it sounds like quite a few people got sick. It depends. It depends on, I would love to go. Lightburn covered everybody that works for Lightburn, so that was a huge reason I was able to go. We just moved, from California to here, and I don't think financially I could have afforded the trip had they not sponsored it. I know that originally when I talked to Fabrico, there was interest in sponsoring me going to IRF, but I can't. There's too many things going on. My 30th is on the 30th of September, and then my parents are flying out the week after to come say hello. So it's tough for me to travel. Like this year I won't. It's a maybe. I don't know. I don't know inappropriate. And yeah, a lot of people did get sick, which was not fun. Hey, what's up, Nathan? Yeah, it's weird. I've got usually a really good immune system, but I got sick. Okay, let's get this thing built. So we've got, it looks like 2, interesting. I kind of like that. So one of the thoughts that I had was, okay, let me lift this guy up. Make sure I'm installing it the correct way. Tool, yes. Okay, so a lot of times on, there's a little, there we go, maybe. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So a lot of times on like these i3 style printers that use extrusions, you're bolting from the bottom up, which isn't that big of a deal, but because of the massive size of this frame, you can't even see me, I'm gonna have to go like this. Because of the massive size of the frame, I was kind of dreading having to angle this and go from underneath, but they have it set up differently. They milled out a little pocket in this long extrusion, so this guy just sits perfectly within that nook, and then you 2 bolts on this side, 2 bolts on the other side. So that's kind of cool. It's sort of clever. It's a little bit of extra effort, and I think that, you know, again, you only have to do it once, but it's still, as long as it's rigid, in my opinion, that's a nicer setup than having to go from underneath. These are long. These are some long bolts. I'm not gonna lie, kind of bummed you won't be at Earth. Hoping next year though. Are you going to Earth, Alien? I really wanted to go too. When I was talking to Fabrico at Murph about it, I was kind of set on it, and then part of me was like, I got sick, and Aaron does not have as good of an immune system as me. Not that I'm saying the reason why I'm not going is because of that, but like, it's something I have to consider. Like when I got back, I isolated in the extra bedroom on the air mattress for like 10 days to avoid getting her sick, because I've seen her get very, very sick over the years we've been together from colds that like don't do much to me. And yeah, and then just not knowing when family was coming out was a big reason for it. But it's gonna be awesome. I'm definitely going to be living through any photos or videos that get posted online. But yeah, I'd love to make the trip. I really would. I had so much fun. It's weird, like, I was nervous about going to Murph because I hadn't been in years, really, like, out of the house all that much, other than, you know, grocery stores or running errands and stuff, but not to an event. And so I was, like, nervous because I get overwhelmed in crowds and around a lot of people. But, man, it was fun. It was just, like, old family and new family in the community. And got to meet a lot of really cool people. So I'll do what I can. I absolutely will do what I can next year. Murph and Earth are both pretty far from me. I live right in between the two. Maybe sometimes I can take a trip to one of them. I was going to go to Murph in 2020. Yeah. I think that Murph is still the bigger one. I don't have much to add to that since I haven't been to Earth, and I've been to Murph now twice. But I know Murph's the original one, and generally is bigger, but I think Earth is definitely growing in size every year. Yeah, Murph was fun. Hey, what's up, Andrew? I hope to do Murph again next year. I would love to bring Aaron to one of the events with me, but I don't know, we'll see. I don't want to make any promises just because I don't know. But if it's possible, yes, I would love to, because again, it's so fun. There's nothing like it. And, you know, while they're here, it's something worth going to. Like, Bay Area Maker Faire was a very cool event, and I got to go to that twice. And then they can't, like, Make kind of, like, went out of business. Like, not fully. Like, I think they still have Make Magazine, and they still have, some stuff, but like Bay Area Maker Faire at least is no longer a thing, which really sucks. So while there's this, you know, while these events are still going on, it would be cool to go to the ones that are available. Okay. So that's tight. That's tight. You're good. You're good. Okay. Yeah, I love that they, like, it's pretty much, this looks curved a little bit. It's like all aluminum, basically. I mean, you've got some sheet metal on the bottom of this for the power supply and the main board, but it's aluminum extrusions. Up here, it's anodized aluminum. You got belt tensioners externally on both sides, and then you've got direct drive with slightly smaller motors, which is nice to see. This fan looks, did it get damaged? It's just loose. I'll probably reprint this. Show you guys this. So, sorry, you're gonna see the, I don't know how you'll be able to see it with the bright light, but this is the, it's just a 3D printed fan shroud. And then on the other side, you can't really see it because of the backlight, I'm sorry. It's loose though. It shouldn't be an issue. I don't think it'll actually cause any issue, but I'll probably reprint it and if I need to, scale it up. Oh, and there is a BL Touch on one of these guys behind it too, which is sweet. Oh, these are the two screws. Okay, so this must be the screw on the right that he was talking about. He said there's two screws, two set screws. I see them. Okay, sweet. I'll have to change the lighting before we adjust this. Hey, G-Funny. What's going on? Going good. I was in the garage trying to get some print started before this, so I already got hot before the stream started, but and this thing is a monster. Like, let's go back to this for a second. Like, what's up? It's definitely, I don't know where it's gonna live. We'll have to figure it out. The closet's pretty much empty in here, so I might be able to get a little rack or something like that to set on the closet. Just a matter of transport for me. Sure, I can arrange something for next year. Definitely, if Mod will be there. Yeah, I will do my absolute best to let everyone know in advance, like at least 60 days out, I would say, from Murph. I convinced G-Funny to go, and G-Funny had a blast. Okay. Okay, next step. Got that done. So next, it's just basically install. Okay, so we're going all the way up. I don't know if I can even get the camera near as high as this needs to go. Maybe I can. Let's see. It's gonna be ugly. Let's just do, I think we'll just do front. You guys still can't, it's not built, the stream isn't built for things this big. Okay, all right, new plan. Let's go like this, but let's see. Let me go. All right, that'll do. That'll do. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna be working up here for a little bit. Yeah, this is this is a very big machine. Okay, so now all we're doing is installing the two spool holders on the top. I know, yeah, this thing, does the printer dual extrude at the same time, or is it one or the other? Yeah, so with IDEX machines, you can do two at a time, where you can basically, so they share an x-axis, but they've got their own belts. And so they can do duplication mode, where if you need two of the same part and it fits on the half of the bed, you can have one printing on one side and one printing on the other, or you can do mirrored parts, or regular dual extrusion. But it's not like this one can be printing a model and this can be printing a different model. It's either the same model or mirrored versions of that model. There are some limitations because of the way the motion system's set up on these. Okay, now which direction? I can never remember. Does it go that way? Or does it go... I would imagine you'd want it to bend like that, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll go like this. Spacing, it doesn't really say exactly, so we'll just go... Oops. We'll kind of get it lined up with the left extrusion. Nope, that didn't work. All right, one is good. Let's loosen this guy. Okay, I can see that this one turned as well. All right, one down. Curious to see what the calibration's gonna be like. It looks like they did a pretty nice job. I'll show you guys. Yeah, I'll show you guys. That's the whole point of being on videos. I don't have to describe it. I'm off to bed. First day of school tomorrow, so gotta be fresh. Have a great stream. Hey, have a great night, Iggy. Thanks for getting the t-shirt too, man. Let me know whenever it shows up. Let me know. I'm curious. It does take a little bit. They have like a notice basically saying that things are slower because of the Rona and all that. It took about a week and a half to get to me in the States, so I'd imagine it'll be probably a couple weeks in Europe. Okay, let's see. All right, that one's in. Oh, it's gonna bug me. It's a little... No, it's okay. I was gonna say, it's a little bit offset, just like a hair, but we'll leave it, it's fine. Let's tighten this one. It is nice too that there is dual filament runout sensors, because if you're doing a dual colored thing and you're going big, you could really lose a lot of time and material if you aren't able to save it. The manual, oh, I have it right. It looks like I have it right. It doesn't say the orientation, like if I can show you, oh, hopefully this will, ow, I hit my head. Yeah, it doesn't really, like, the graphic isn't exactly HD. Oh, there we go. No, I lied. It does show. So the bolts should be on the back side, which is what I did, so cool. Wait, yes, it does show. Sometimes these illustrations, like, they confuse me more than they help me. Hey, what's up, Nice? Yeah, if you have not, please hit the like button. We're getting close to, I think, to 2100. You got a notification. Hey, ES made an order. Sweet. Thank you very much for a t-shirt and some stickers. Thank you very much. I'm excited to see the stickers. I'm kind of bummed out I didn't order the stickers when I got the t-shirts in a try-on, but they look awesome. The logo just turned out so freaking cool, man. It's so rad. I love it. Okay. Next we need to, so these look like they should be mirrored probably. Let me grab, wait, where's, okay. Oh, you are, yes. Thank you very much, Ahmed. Uh-oh, this one's missing a set screw. Okay, these are not, they're not mirrored. A little interesting. You'd think that they'd be mirrored like the rest of it, but they both go on the same side, so I guess orientation doesn't matter on these at all. So we will just do, go like this, and then spacing, again, it doesn't seem like it really matters. We'll go somewhere like this. I'm sure I'll correct this after with a ruler because it's me, but for now we'll just kind of get these installed so we can get going, because I don't think this is what everyone wants to watch the entire time. Unless it is. Could be wrong. Let me loosen this one a little bit. Make sure it turns. Okay, that one's in. Hopefully I can find, yeah, there we go. It just fell off in the bag, the T-nut and the bolts and the washer. Okay. Bolt, T-nut. Man, this thing's got me. I think it's all of the raising of arms and stuff. It's sweating like crazy. I think that looks about right. Let's see, let's go around the Okay. We've got filament runout sensors. We've got spool holders. Let's attach the bottom. Those go off center since the filament path is off to the side. I think they are off center. No? I don't know. I'm just going based off of the, it looks like they're supposed to be closer towards the middle according to the graphic here, but we'll leave them like this. If it causes a problem, I can easily loosen them and slide them over. All right, one on. Here's the other one. There's a lot of little parts. All right, 2 is on. All right, now all that's left, let's see. Now everyone is making an under 5 copy with weird changes like close off 2024 and 2040. Oh, I saw that Sovol came out with the SV04, I think. They asked me if I want to test it out, but I basically was just like, nah. And I gave them some recommendations about like Core XY and all metal hot end and stuff like that. I am testing out another one of their machines that I don't think we'll be doing a stream on. I'll just be doing a straight up video on it, but the specs seem pretty cool for the price. And I don't want to say any more until, it'll probably be a couple weeks till I could say anything, but yeah, I'm not, oh yeah, because Elegoo came out with one too, right? They came out with an Ender 5 sort of clone. It is often worthwhile for our mental state to watch others struggle with something. Thanks, Luke. That's actually funny though, because there's a show or two that Aaron's been having on that is like these couples, and they're just so dysfunctional. And I just told Aaron, I was like, man, watching all of these couples like really makes us make feel like we've got everything going perfectly, you know? I'm like, we thought we had any sort of issues. We're good. Okay, so we are going to install the screen. Pretty heavy screen. Is there a baggie with some screws? There are. Sweet. Nope. That's the one. Gonna get low. Man, I watched the, so this Saturday's video is my video on the V400. It's been a little over 2 months since we unboxed it, and I rewatched the portion of the live stream when I was trying to feed the cable or the wire harness down the channel. Oh my, I was dying laughing. Rewatching it. I forgot how dramatic it was, and the look, because I mean, I can't see how the look on my face is, but I was really struggling. It was pretty funny. If you didn't see it, it's definitely a funny, it's during the build portion of it. Maybe I should loosen this guy a little bit. That was a fun stream. It's just is it? There we go. I think I was going, screw is going in at an angle. There we go. We did it. Okay, I think all that's left now is plug all the things in. So, yes, x-axis. So let's just plug. Okay. Oh, these are how the cables look. This is for x-axis motor, extruder motor, fan, heating element, thermistor. Basically everything runs through. This reminds me of gosh, the first computer I had before SATA, right? I can't think of what this cable type is called right now. That screen angle, they must want the printer to sit on the floor. It's not that bad. I guess depending on your height though, right? I guess if you're down low, it could be a little interesting. All right, let's get these plugged in. Let me untangle them a little bit. Why can't I think of what they're called? I used to know the name of them, but it's been so long. I remember my first PC had them. Maybe my second too. IDE! Thank you! It's IDE. I knew I was gonna get crap for that. That's it, IDE. It's been a minute. Let's see if I can get... No matter what I do with the camera, it's never in the right place for very long. Uh-oh, don't unplug the power. That looks bad with the bright light behind. Okay, so this guy is going like this. Okay, then we've got... One thing I'm not seeing right now is both the Z... Oh, here they are. Okay. I don't know if it matters which Z-axis motor, or which cable goes to which. Does it say like, no. So plug one Z in, another Z in. And I think the last thing is gonna be the screen. Come on, guys. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so last thing should be the screen, which is this guy, I guess. Super uncomfortable angle. Definitely recommend plugging this in before you bolt it. Either that or it's just me. There we go. There we go. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's turn. Can you see the floor? It's messy in here. Like usually when I'm working on a project, the way I am is I can't put anything away until I'm done working on the project. And this last week has been, I think, 3 projects at the same time. So I'm still working on rat rig stuff. I've been playing around with the M8P. I'm also playing around with some like AI failure detection for Clipper on a different print. Like there's so much happening. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Hey, Kevin's here. What's going on, Kevin? Yeah, I'm also working on, I got all the switch wire, printed out all the parts for the Ender 3 mod that Kevin designed. So I'm just waiting on now. I thought I had all of the hardware I would need aside from the motion kit, but I was incorrect. A lot of the motors that I had, or not motors, a lot of the bolts that I had were like mismatched colors, and like some were socket head, some were flathead, and it was bugging me. So I ended up ordering all of the hardware off of AliExpress as well, so I'm waiting on that. Can I recommend a newer, better version of the layer shift menu? I want to do a dual color print, if at all possible. My first modem was 1200 BPS. Okay, so let's see what's next. Try not to bend the pins, great advice. Okay, so basically, do not connect or disconnect the cables when the machine is powered on. You don't say. So the one thing I want to check is that voltage is set correctly. I don't see a switch. I do see a, oh my God. The switch is way back in there. Let me show you. It's, like, normally you can access the PSU switch from, I don't know, oh my gosh, I don't know how you can see that, but like, it's, let's say, I'll let you know when I reach it. It's like, I mean, you need, the whole screwdriver is almost in there. So let me get my flashlight and look inside of this cave. I can't even, oh, there we go. Okay, so it is set to 230, so I'm glad I checked. Now, let me move. Delilah, you okay? Jeez, toilet took a fall. This is a little bit of a struggle. I think I need a longer. Let's try this guy. Man, it is really hard to. Did I switch it? Nope. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to tilt the machine forward. It is not very accessible. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I mean, luckily it's only a one-time thing, but that's the that is the most like in there voltage switch I've seen. Okay, all right. Jeez. So I have a few more days on the yeah. I don't know if they've hit the States yet. I think that they are on their way from China to here. And then next week's stream, I have, oh, it's already set up. Next week's stream, we're unboxing another resin printer, but because I have a couple of cool projects like the, like your belt mod, I might end up having to do a second stream a couple of weeks. My only issue with that is my days off are Wednesdays and Sundays, and Sunday is when Steve streams, and I don't want to collide with his stream. So it might be later on Sunday or early on Sunday. I don't know. I'll have to figure out something. We are going to be doing the Polymaker spool giveaway. We'll open up the form for that in roughly 40 minutes here. Aurora Tech's YouTube video for calibrating the dual color if you run into issues. Almost bought this printer before I saw a bamboo lamp. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Doggo, Monkey's, Monkey's, I don't want to pick him up because he sheds so much. It'll get all over the new shirt. But yeah, Monkey's licking his feet. Hi, Monkey. By the front door, and Delilah, I don't know what she's doing. Okay, so now that we've got this powered on, it shows a screen interface, adjusting the x-axis, make 2 adjustments, check the video in SD card. Interesting. Okay, so I was wrong. The little acrylic pieces that it comes with are to set. Let me go back. So they're basically to set. Don't look at my floor. It's really messy. To set the same height on both sides for the X carriage, to make sure that it's parallel, or yeah, at least level to each other. The only thing I don't know, I imagine I'll want to kind of home the printer and then turn it off. I don't think I should be adjusting. Well, I guess it depends on if the motors have, which they don't right now. Okay, let's home the thing right now and see what happens. I can't get you guys far enough back. There we go. Okay, let's just see what happens. Settings. Home. It's because I had the gantry too high up. Oh, I also didn't plug in the filament runout sensors. Yeah, Kevin's here. Also, if you've never tested this Sovol build plate, don't start with a small part. You won't be able to release it from the plate. I have this plate too, and the adhesion is super strong. Okay, good to know. Yeah, this is like, I usually describe it as the knockoff build tack, where it sticks better than regular build tack, but to the point where it's actually problematic. Are the parts updated? I'll be putting them soon. I think I talked to Kevin. Kevin caught me after, well, I caught Kevin. So somebody caught somebody the other night, and I know that he just released new parts. So the ones I have in this bag should be the latest. And luckily, the kit that I ordered it on the day that that the kit was updated with the parts needed for the latest version. Okay, so it's doing a very slow leveling, or not leveling, but slow homing. Let's go back to this side so that way you guys aren't looking at the super bright lights. It's Wednesday, Plank. It's not Tuesday. Ooh, pink would look cool. Yeah, I ended up going with purple. Gotta run a few, we'll be back eventually. See you guys in a bit. Okay. Thanks for hanging out, Alien. We'll be here at least another hour, give or take, so. Any day now. Hump day! Have you seen the commercial with the camel? Mike. I need to look into it. I have an old kit. I think there's only a couple of changes. I think Kevin said they're like some 2 small pins and then maybe something else. Hey, what's up, Dan? Still no TV. Okay, so we did that. Now, is there a button to disable motor? There we go. Okay, so all I'm gonna do now is take these guys. I might need to actually raise it up a little bit now that I think about it. Yeah, just a hair. So let's go move. We'll go about 10 millimeters up. Interesting. Why is the travel speed so slow? You know what? I have a feeling this probably has a later firmware, but I know that someone initially told me that updating to their latest firmware made a big difference, so I might check on their website versus what's on the board here and see. Hey, have a great night, Emma. Kit just got 2 3 or 14 millimeter pins. Okay, cool, yeah. I'll use an M3 or one of the BP mods. Man, what a slow. I would definitely bump that speed up. I'm not even sure why I needed to do that. I told it to go up in the Z-axis. Okay, let's see if this will fit under. Yeah, it will. Okay, so let's go disable motors. And I'm just going to, with my hands, manually adjust this. I'm gonna do the same on the left side. Just go back and forth for now. And I'm gonna drop it. Okay. So that is, I want it kind of parallel to the frame like that. And then let me grab the other side and do the same thing. It'd be nice if it had the ability to just tram. I'm assuming that the motors are not independently driven then. Okay. It feels about right. I actually made a video a long time ago doing this on, I think it was the ANET A8. And I used in the video, I think it was cans of corn from the pantry. Because I was like, they're the same height, they're great, you just set them, you drop it down, you're good to go. Okay, so that should be good. I might be missing a setting someplace for it. Oh, it doesn't show live chat by default? Yeah, that speed was pretty brutal. Okay, so we're good on that. I should be able to just pull these out. Maybe. That one actually, hold on. No, left side is a bit lower based off of how much tension it has on it. No, it's... I think we're pretty close. I think it's about as close as we're getting it. Nathan, off to bed. Good night. Hey, have a great night. Okay, so we're cool on that. Now let's do, it says level the platform. Move the extruder 1 to the center of the bed, and adjust the distance between the nozzle. Okay, so we'll do settings, leveling. Motion's pretty quiet, which I like. Someone remind me to plug in the filament runout sensors in a moment here. There we go. Okay, so first thing it's telling us to do is to set our offset. The UI has definitely changed. There's also an auto Z align now. I'm curious what that does, if that replaces what we just had to do. That's interesting. Okay, so let's grab a piece of paper. I'm just gonna tear a page out of this manual. Hey, what's up, Cheetah? Oh, you got one of these, the SV04? Giveaway time. Giveaway opens up in 28 minutes. All right, so we will. Are we moving or what's going on here? It seems like a lot of. Okay, we are moving. I want the nozzle a bit further than I would normally do. Okay, so that's like little to no drag. That's probably about where I would normally want it. Interesting. It looks like it only lets you do increments of 0.05. I'd like to do 0.01. That's fine. We'll do it like that. Okay. Okay, so we did that. Is there any save button? Does not appear so. Select a little bit. It's weird that it has a BL touch, yet it wants us to... Maybe it just wants us to level the knobs. Okay, so let me go back. Go back to leveling again. Let it do its home. I'm curious to see whether it kept that offset value. In 3 weeks, I'll be out of California. Oh, that's right, you're moving to Vegas. How awesome. Are you moving into a house, or what's the new living situation gonna be like? Okay, so yeah, it did keep my, awesome. It kept my nozzle value. Okay, so next it says to go to leveling, aux leveling, and click 1 through 5. So we'll start, I guess we're doing the manual level thing. I don't want it too close on this guy. I'd rather have it a little bit too far away and then adjust it after. Because from what I know and what Kevin also confirmed is this material, especially with a filament like PLA, it just sticks so damn well to where it can be a nightmare to get it off. Even with a flex plate, if the part's so small, you can't bend the spring steel enough to... This should be okay. Oh, nice! Hey, congratulations, man. That's awesome. I think 1,500 square foot is about what we're in right now. And we moved from 750 to this, and it's so nice. Just the garage, like, it's been so hot that I can hardly use the garage for much other than storage right now, but being able to, like, have printers go into a place and then take them out and bring them in here when I need them for whatever project I'm working on has been just so nice. That's fine. All right. I guess we can go back to the middle. It always bugs me when you get the edges perfect and the middle is like, nope, still too close. Middle actually feels kind of far away. Let's go a little turn there, a little turn there. Still feels loose. Lefty loosey, lefty loosey. Okay, we're leaving it. I'll adjust it if we need to while we're printing. Yeah, garage is amazing. What is 1,500 square feet in the rest of the world of measurement? Welcome to the land of warp. Yeah, right. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave that like that for now. I can adjust on the fly. Okay, so this is what I was told earlier. Switch to nozzle 2. Select leveling, click number 1, and the right extruder tool will move to the center. Interesting. Okay, so no, I lied. We actually do want... Okay, so now I can feel it. Because I have to match the right hot end with this one, we do need this one to be a bit more precise. Okay, that feels good. Now we'll do switching to extruder 2. So now it's gonna bring this guy out, and now we need to adjust this one. And this is the one where I was told we need to adjust the set screws first. Let's see, how to level the bed. There's videos on the SD card, it says to check that, but based off of what's going on? Based on what I was told, I feel confident that I see the 2 set screws, and then this is going to be what makes it go up or down. Okay, so it's definitely too far down. So let's get... Is this the right size, little guy? Nope, that is too small. Where are... I was using the small drivers last night. What did I do with them? What did I do? What was I using them for? I'll have to find them later. I know they're here, not far. Hopefully it came with what we need, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna loosen 2 set screws on this side by a couple turns. It's at least kind of nice, because once you get it set, if you tighten these set screws, so they're, can't really see it all that well, can you? Let's see. These guys, right here and right here. So I'm just gonna loosen these, couple turns. Now I should be able to just raise the tool head. Okay, so tightening it will lift it. Yeah, I see it moving. Okay. Yeah, you guys can't see that because now I zoomed in way too far. There we go, this guy. Man, it's like it's a real fine adjustment. It feels pretty close. It's like, without having the other one right here to compare, all right, I think that feels pretty good. We'll do that. Does this printer have a mechanical height adjustment of the tools? Oh, yeah, it does. And this is actually a fairly clever solution. It's kind of like what I'm used to seeing on some of the diode lasers for adjusting the height. some of the IDEX printers I've used use like little shims that you'll put in, and they're kind of a pain. And then there's also, what is the other one? The other one is like some screws that you basically tighten a piece of thin metal that'll then make it kind of contract or expand. And it's also, again, not ideal. I am curious though, now that I've tightened these set screws, if it's still exactly how I want it, or if that's caused a little bit of a shift. It's close. I think this one might have a hair bit more drag. But I think it's close. It's good enough. It's a good starting point. Okay. I like your new logo, Zombie. All right, so last thing is, if you need to realize auto leveling, you can have a setting. What is that? That doesn't mean, what does that mean? Whoa, whoa, did you see that? Dude, now it's moving, what the heck? All right, I wasn't ready for that, considering at the snail speed it was running prior. It caught me off guard. All right, let's let it do its leveling. Very quiet motion on this thing. Super, super quiet motion. The loudest thing by far is the fan, and now the BL Touch. I just realized I did not adjust any of the eccentric nuts. It's super important to have them the same height, otherwise you're limited to dual color when you set a T offset, but no mirror duplication this way. I'm currently working on a quad independent? Oh my god. Is it a ground up build, or are you taking something like an existing printer and modifying it to be that way? That's insane. If you have any photos or anything, I need to see it. Yeah, it moves a lot quicker, Alien, once you start going. Can you just run a test print to get the offsets calibrated? On the last printer I ran, that is exactly how it was. It basically had you print a test print that was like picture 4 squares of a checkered board, and then based off of that, you can offset, like it needs to go to the left, you know, a millimeter, half a millimeter, whatever. Manjin says, I love my Sovol SV04. Awesome. Did you upgrade anything on yours? Are you running it stock? All right, Dr. Pepper's done. Now it's time for some water. Okay. Auto leveling is complete. The last thing is I'm probably going to do before we start anything is kill the power, plug in the filament runout sensors. All right. That's actually not bad. It looks like the biggest deviation, it's not great. 0.019, no, 0.006 is the lowest, and the highest is 0.336. So about a third of a millimeter difference. That's still not bad considering the size of this. Okay, so auto leveling, cool. Now it just says prepare, load up filament, start printing. Sweet. All right, so yeah, let's kill the power on this guy really quick. And then I'm going to just make sure that the frame is nice and tight. So I forgot to plug these in, so let's get the, filament runout sensors plugged in. One there, and one here. Okay, and then let's see. That bed has no wobble in it. I'm not going to adjust that. And this, I don't think I'm going to adjust this. There's like no. What about the tool head? That's impressive. Yeah, there's like no wobble at all. Okay, yeah, let's power back on. And then let's go So we did get in some cool colors from Polymaker, but I'm tempted to save them for a little bit. At least until I slice up a print of my own. I guess, yeah, let's just use, I'll use what they gave us for now. There's a render of it on my Discord. I can take a pic of you tomorrow. It's based on the IDEX printer, which is designed by a German YouTuber, but the X5 Motion was a total redesign. Okay, I'll try to hop into the Discord later on and see it. Even the render would just be cool to see. Yeah, we're gonna use just the stock PLA it included. I want to use the Polymaker filament for like cool prints that we slice up. Man, either I'm weak or this is a very, very strong. Oh no, was in response to you killing, oh, killing off your Dr. Pepper. Yeah, Aaron picked up a small case of them and they're getting low. Like, we picked up like juice. It's like a carbonated juice from Costco. I can't think of the name of it, but I really like them. They're about the size of a Red Bull can, which kind of sucks because you want more. But let's see. They were good. They certainly aren't a Dr. Pepper. Oh, there we go. Come on. Is it me or is it you? There we go. All right, and these go through the little bearings like that. We'll leave these hanging right now. Let's actually temperature nozzle 1. Oh, PLA. There we go. Nozzle 2. PLA. Okay. Do you like that webcam mount? Yeah, when I before we were here, you know, we were in, I told you, we were in a 1-bedroom condo. And so all my 3D printing stuff, studio, editing, recording, it was in our living room. And bless Aaron for being the most understanding, you know, person in the world, but it did limit my options. And so I designed the streaming setup to be on a mobile cart that can just be pulled out when I'm gonna stream and then put away. And so this was my solution. Everything was on like arms. It wasn't great. Like it's still mounted on the cart underneath this hard desk, so there's not as much vibration. But the biggest issue I had was with vibration. It just it shook a lot when I was building. But yeah, it was my I was pretty proud of my cart setup because it sounded crazy in my head, and then once it started to come together, I was like, this is kind of badass. Oh man, these are not. Ugh. I don't like that. That's the, can you guys hear that squeaking sound? Maybe not, but that's the, that's the bearings. Either I'm going to get different bearings, loosen the bearings, or not use the bearings and go with some sort of a like reverse Bowden setup. All right, we'll just hand feed these in. Maybe not. What's going on here? Did I not? Ew. All right, there we go. Let's try it again. Okay. I think there was just some other material solidified on the nozzle, because I think most printers get at least a verification print before they are sent out the door. I hope that's the case with everybody's, because I've bought in printers too that were that way. So I think that as part of their most manufacturers testing, they run some kind of a sample print. Okay, so that's sweet. We've got 2 colors loaded in. I guess let's just see what's on. Is there any other instructions? Temperature, cooling, hotbed, load filament, start printing. So it looks like they are going to be using Cura. They call it Sovol Slicer, but it's clearly Cura by these screenshots. Duplication mode and Sovol Slice, yada yada yada, yada yada yada. Okay, yeah, let's plug the thing in. and see if there is, oh, you know what? We didn't install these guys. These go here. That's weird. Wonder if I missed an instruction. Hey, what's up? Yes? Toolhead reminds me of this. Yeah, Toolhead. So Toolhead reminds me very much of the Sidewinder. I don't know. Heater block looks like it's sort of the smaller, kind of like V6 / Ender 3 style though, and the Sidewinder did have a volcano style block, but for sure the actual tool itself is kind of like that E3D Titan style, and then even down to the anodization of the aluminum, it's near identical to the Sidewinder. So yeah, absolutely. I was thinking that too. Yeah, let me see if I missed the part where it shows to install those guys. Interesting. They're just like magically on. Okay. Let's put those on because I do want to do a dual extrusion print, and I'd rather it not. Oh, I guess I'm being silly because it's going to be attached to it, so I can raise it as tall as I want. It won't make a difference, will it? Come on, guy. Okay, so it looks like it's just going, yeah, these two bolts right here and on the other side, we need to loosen them really quick and attach the purge buckets. I don't think we need to actually remove them fully. Let's see. Maybe a little bit more than that. These are nice. The last IDEX printer I had didn't come with these. They just basically gave you a 3D printable file. Like, it came with brushes, but they gave you a 3D printable file for the bucket, which isn't that big of a deal, I suppose, because these buckets are probably going to be very small for a massive print, but I do like that they include some metal buckets. Clipper. I didn't say anything about any IDEX calibration. I'm down to just run, if there's like a file on the SD card that says, if there's a file on the SD card that says dual extrusion or something like that, then we'll just run it and see. All right, let's quickly rinse and repeat this for the other side. Switches over to... Okay, let's get the last bucket installed, then we'll start a print. Where did I put? There you go, bucket. I saw, was it Alien that said Clipper on it? I would love to Clipper this. This would be a super cool printer to Clipper. The main things I would need to figure out is, one, is the board compatible with Clipper? Two, I would need to look into how to configure an IDEX in Clipper. I have zero experience with that at all. It would be quite tough for me. I would probably see if I can find an example config out there and use that. If that's something that we would enjoy doing and the board's compatible, I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. I did agree originally when Sovol was going to send this out to doing a video on the main channel on this. Not doing a full review on this thing, so we don't have to do a review, but I do need to use it for one other video. But after that, I would be absolutely up for that if there's interest in it. It could be fun, and I would much rather have Clipper on it than Marlin and this. And then we can, it would also be a great printer to mount a Clipper screen onto as well. I haven't seen any. Hey, what's up, Filament on fire? But I only buy enclosed printers. I mean, this printer right now is $515, and with the bimetal heat breaks at $5 a pop, it would be probably worth building an enclosure for it. Hey, One Tech, I missed you. Looks like I didn't see you pop in. Looks like a better version of an Anycubic. Does Anycubic have IDEX? Looks like temp is plenty, not lifting the amount of ooze for days. For IDEX calibration, enable dual extrusion and print the calibration file on the SD card. Okay, sweet. Clipper doesn't support IDEX yet. Oh, gotcha. Okay, but you can do dual color. Interesting. I feel like it wouldn't be that hard to do. At least it not last time I checked. That's why I went with Duet for. Well, I know that Eddie the engineer has been playing around with a Voron IDEX, and I imagine he's using Clipper, but maybe he's just not using it with mirror or duplication mode. Okay, let's go ahead and plug micro SD card in. Okay, so Sky said to enable dual extrusion, so I'm assuming, oh no, that's duplicate mode. How do you enable dual extrusion on this? Okay, dual XYZ cube, dual pepperoni. What? that's not that's funny. I wasn't ready for that. Damn it, you can't really see it because of the stinking light up top. You can see dual pepperoni TPU. Calibration, is that copy XYZ cube, cube calibration, dual blink fox, single XYZ cube. I did that recently and I'm preparing to post a video about having more than one extruder and clipper. I configured 3 on my ender and modified, and I'm running 2 MCUs to control these motors. Interesting. No hate to Marlin with clippers. Yeah, Marlin is awesome. It's a great firmware, and it's like, it's what's gotten us this far. I just feel like I want all of my printers wireless, and I know that you can do that with Octoprint, but I'm just, there's other things too, like the easy modification of the config, input shaper. It's awesome. Calibration prints 2 sets of combs. Okay, so just run calibration. Yeah, he runs Clipper, but my last info was that this would still have to be pushed to Clipper. Okay. Yeah, things move so quickly. All right, let's just try hitting print on calibration. Are you sure to start printing in current print mode, duplicate mode? Yes. Okay. Let's just see what happens, I guess. Let's see, under adjust, there's Z-axis compensation. You can adjust speed, you can adjust temp, hotbed temp. It has the nozzle printing at 195 for PLA. I haven't printed below 215 for PLA in a really long time. I guess maybe with this, again, for oozing, you want to print on the cooler side though. Maybe it's not a bad idea. Why would you want a single pep? If you have not, please hit the like button. It really supports the channel and I appreciate it. Whoa, dude. Okay, that is way high. That is way above. Did it get rid of my offset? What's going on here, Bubba? We're supposed to be like 2.6. It was 2.6 if I remember correctly. And it's also printing off the bed. Alright, that is no good. Or maybe it's not printing off the bed, but it's printing edge to edge. Okay, let's save that. Let's stop this. Yes. That's weird. It seems like, because when I checked it, it had saved my Z offset, but it seems like it wiped it on reboot. Okay, let's try it again. I'm just gonna hit print again, but this time I am going to see if I can get that Z offset set up correctly right away. Yeah, so it still saved it right now. So I wonder if it wipes it on reboot, which is not gonna be fun. Yeah, did level the bed. Perfect first layer. Yeah, bed was leveled. We ran a calibration and adjusted all 4 knobs. Something tells me though, again, we'll have to go a bit lower on the nozzle. But yeah, bed was leveled. That's still a little bit too high. Let's try that. I'm not convinced the tool heads are perfectly aligned. Now it seems a bit close. Left is definitely close. Well, I just don't understand why that tool head's going all the way off the bed. Yeah, it looks like right tool head is a bit higher than left tool head. Scam likely. I've been getting so many scam calls lately. Yeah, definitely need to lower. Definitely need to lower right tool head slightly. So let's do back, stop, yes. That'll be fun to get off the build plate. That's a great question. I was supposed to check on the firmware before. We can check that as well. Let me... Okay, so the left nozzle was definitely too close because I'm not gonna be able to peel that. Let's check 2 things here. So let's go settings, printer info, firmware version is 1.1.0. Yeah, on that one, right is definitely a bit higher than left. Not by a lot, but it's... Oh, giveaway time. Let's do that. So, our weekly spool of Polymaker filament giveaway. Massive thank you to Polymaker. If you're interested in trying out Polymaker's filament or just ordering some and you want to support the channel, links are in the description. And let's Polymaker know that we are sending some people over the way. But Polymaker makes awesome material. I've been using it for years, and we'll be printing. Well, these parts are ABS parts I just printed in Polymaker Polylite ABS for the Ender 3 mod that we'll be doing hopefully in the next week or 2 here. I need to get the shipment in from AliExpress. Is the left printing through the purge line of the right? That is what it looked like. That is what it looked like. Here we go. Form. Okay, so all you have to do is fill out the form and let's see, pin message. Fill out the form, and then in roughly 30 minutes, we will do a drawing, and then I will contact you via email and send you the form from Polymaker where you can choose your filament. Did you change your print mode setting from single to dual mode? Where do you change that? When I clicked print on that particular, part, it pops up saying, are you sure you want to print in current printing mode, which is duplicate mode? Am I not supposed to print in duplicate mode? Maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's not a duplicate model. No. Oh! Oh! Okay. So there's, yeah, you literally, all right, check it. Yeah, I think that was the issue. I don't think that's a duplicate mode print. Let me go from an angle so that way you guys don't get the gnarly reflection. But if you go here to the mode, you've got single mode. You can choose if you want to print with what. That's kind of cool. So left or right tool head for the particular thing you're going to print. Dual mode if it's dual color. Duplicate mode and mirror mode. That's neat. That makes me wonder. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, so it looks like that should probably be in dual mode for that model. That was my bad then. I have a feeling that that was the issue, is that the that G-code wasn't meant to be printed the way we were printing it. The way I was printing it. I'll take full responsibility for that. Loosen the set screw on the right extruder until you got everything calibrated. That way you can adjust. Oh, that's a good call. Okay, yeah, let's not tighten those set screws until it's looking good. Okay, let me also check though on Sovol's website under support. SV01. Okay, so it looks like I do have the latest firmware, right? On their website, unless there's something completely different. But if I go under settings here, go to printer info, I've got firmware 1.1.0, and it looks like latest firmware is 1.1.0. It hasn't been updated since January. So I think we're good on that. But yeah, that is a good call. Let's go back to side cam. That's me. Let's go back here. And let's move right head to the left. Yeah, I like that idea. Let's loosen the set screws and not retighten them until we've established that things are looking good. Otherwise, that's annoying if every single time to do a test you have to. I just realized you guys are getting a whole lot of arm. Let's go like this. Yeah, if you have to adjust set screws and tighten every single time until you find the sweet spot, it's not a whole lot of fun, so that's a good idea. Okay, so tightening it would raise it. We need to drop it, so we'll just go, let's try like that. And then let's run the same print again. Print, calibration, print, dual mode, yes, cool. I run ABS at 250 or so. You move the heads off the build plate. If yes, you can mount a dual gauge, which will make the height adjustment of two heads super easy. Oh, yes, they can run off of there. Gotcha. So basically just set it for the one nozzle and then run the second nozzle over and adjust it till you match the first one, and that way you know it's perfect. Couldn't you just use a feeler gauge with the nozzle, loosen, adjust, and then tighten when touching? Yeah, you could do that as well. I don't actually have a feeler gauge though. All right, we are heating up. I think we're heating up. Yeah, we're heating up. Okay, now it seems like we're too close. Or are we not? I can't even tell. Okay, yeah, we were too close. Now we're too far. Oh man. Okay, that seems pretty perfect. Let's stop it one more time. Yeah, stop printing. Let's run it again. It could also be the bed, I don't know. 19 members away from 1,300. That's awesome. Not happy, Bunny. At the moment, my V-core just spat out the Rapido. It just spat out the Rapido? What is that? What does that mean? My hands are not greasy, alien. Okay? Alright. Part of it looks like it could be the bed, too. Like, there, that's definitely a bit too... that's close. It's a little bit closer than I would like. But then I think when it moves over here, it's going to be further away. Yeah, so like front corner, he's too close. Now we're not doing anything, which makes me think it's too far. Now we're too far. That's so weird, man. Okay, so let's loosen knob, loosen knob, loosen knob. Still looks a little too far away. It's weird. I would think that the mesh that we ran would be helping. Was it rubbing the bed a ton? Yeah, bed should be leveled. I mean, we initially leveled it. I mean, it's not leveled. It's not sticking. I'm looking at it right now. But like, we leveled it, yes. I'm happy to do it again. The issue was, so I leveled all 4 corners to where I was happy with them, but then the center point was way too far away. And so then we ran a mesh, but it doesn't seem like it's doing much compensating for the mesh. But yeah, we can try it one more time. Let's see if I go, so settings, leveling, let's let it home itself. It's we now. No, it's Z. Okay, so I see the Z offset. It doesn't have the mesh. It doesn't have the mesh. Okay. I have a feeling I didn't save the mesh. Okay. All right. So let's do manual leveling again for fun. It should be quick, hopefully. Is the nozzle on the printed crap? Probably is. Okay, so nozzles are cooling down. Let me... Nope. I want to lift the nozzle and make sure I clear it. There's some material on it that's going to screw up the leveling otherwise. I have a feeling that was the issue. It doesn't look like the mesh saved at all. Unless it reset again when I turned off the printer. We should check that. That's what we should check. So we should... I'll level the corners again, run the mesh again, then kill the printer and see if it's retained any of that data. Because if it hasn't, that's an issue. Okay, so we're gonna go movement, Z, raise it up a little bit. I don't recall. I might not have hit it. Now you need to clean the left side or it will affect the mesh. It might not affect the mesh. It'll only affect the mesh if the actual BL Touch hits this part. Which I'm not convinced it will. It's a really small... it's a really small area. All right, let's clear off the nozzle. Okay, that looks good. Let's also heat up the bed. We're gonna heat up to like 50 Celsius. Is there a way to disable beeping? There's not. Okay, so that's good, that's good. I don't know if I'll be able to get this off. This material, with how close it was, it's really tough to get it off. Okay, let's leave it. Let's go back to leveling menu. Usually I don't have much of an issue. With PEI, yes, the grease or the oils on my fingers usually are a huge problem, but usually with this material, it sticks so well that like you could rub a pizza slice on it and still have it adhere. Yeah, for PEI, it's problematic. And yeah, I agree, Michael. Usually if I have a piece that's stuck on the build plate and I print over it, it'll bond to the bottom of that printed part, which is probably what'll end up happening. I'm not super worried about that. I'm just curious. Okay, so cool. So let's go back to manual leveling. We'll go around to the four corners. So now that feels way too close. It's insane. Like, all right. Okay. It's too close. I think we'll test whether it saves the mesh on reboot after, because if it doesn't, it's gonna make me sad. And I really want to get a print going. That feels close enough. Just print a 2-layer rectangle over those lines till the bed is full and peel them off. Yeah. I always wanted to try the satin PI sheet, but didn't really have any for one of the original PI and Ultra Stick. I really like the one on the Phi-Sec Bear. I have a sheet of the satin Prusa build plate that was part of when I bought it on Black Friday. They included it. It shouldn't ship till way after, and I actually still haven't used it. It looks kind of like this, to be honest with you. Maybe a little bit slightly different, but we'll check middle again. I have a feeling middle will not be close because it wasn't before. Yeah, it's not, which is frustrating. But we're gonna leave it like that, and we're gonna try the mesh. So let's do its mesh again. How many? All right, we got 52 entries into the giveaway, and there are 78 people here. If you have not signed up for the giveaway, be sure to sign up for the giveaway. It's pinned in chat. We're gonna be giving away a spool of Polymaker filament. And while you're doing that, smack the like button, pretty please. Ooh, pizza for dinner, yum. There's a pizza place close by that Erin discovered has absolutely insane barbecue chicken pizza. And she's not really a barbecue chicken pizza person, and I'm very hit or miss with barbecue chicken pizza, but she hyped it up so much that on Saturday when she went out with one of her friends and grabbed food, I went and picked up a pizza, and oh my God, she did not lie. It was so good. Zombie, yes, you should enter. Okay, I'm out for today. It was a fun stream. Thanks. See you next time, and I will ping. Yes, please ping me about that. I'm super excited to see it. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Kevin. And I'm super excited. Yeah, BL Touch is missing the printed line, so it shouldn't affect the mesh. I'm super excited to get the rest of the bolts in and get this mod installed. PEI is a great go-to service, but I just tried, Garolite. I don't like Garolite as much as PEI. Garolite is what Matter Hackers uses for their pulse printers for printing with nylon. And I think it's okay. Like, it's great for nylons and a couple other materials. Like, it did great with TPUs, but I don't like it nearly as much as PEI. It's also not nearly as hardy as spring steel, like the life of it, but it's not a bad material, and it does give you really smooth surfaces, almost glass-like, but I don't like Garolite as much as PEI. But a huge element of build surfaces is just personal preference. It's kind of always been that way. Okay, everybody remember this moment when I hit the save button. Save. Nope. Save. Okay, there's no other stuff happening. There's also an auto align button, which looks like it does trim the gantry. I'm gonna press it and see what it does. It's totally a gantry trim, or maybe it's just to tell you that you're off. Yeah, that's probably what it is. We saved the mesh. Yeah, it's going back and forth. Maybe it does auto align. Maybe they added that with a firmware update. I don't know. We'll see what it says. It looks like it was an auto align. Yeah, G32 is it's bed trim, right? G32 is a pill. Make sure you specify when you Google. G32 cycle is used to control each pass move of the tool, enabling us. Oh wait, what? You really gotta specify. G32 Marlin. Undocked sled. No, it's not G32 then, is it? Oh, G34. Z-Steppers auto alignment. Yeah, G34 is what it looks like. I don't even think they had it in the picture in here of their screen. Under leveling? No, they didn't. So that was something they added. It wasn't in there at the time of them making this this guide. Yeah, so now it's just done. I wonder if we should have done that before we did the mesh, but I guess that wouldn't affect. I don't know. We're just gonna go for it, everybody. Okay, we're going back. We're hitting print. That was cool though. And that again wasn't there when they did the guide because it's not even in the image of their screen on that page. Okay, we're in dual mode. That looks great. We're hitting print. We're doing the thing. Yeah, that's cool. I guess, so it must have independent drivers then, because it would need independent drivers to be able to adjust them like that. Hey, what's up, Zerent? Hey, get in on the giveaway while you can. There's 5 minutes left. Don't print before new mesh? Oh. All right, I'll do it. I'll do a new mesh. And then we're printing. And that's final. Okay, I'm curious to see. Let's go settings, leveling. This is a leveling stream. I'm gonna take a photo of the current mesh values because I'm curious to see though how much it changes. All right, there we go. Current mesh values and new mesh. Then do a G420 to chill out. Oh, jeez. Thank you guys for all the laughs. I just hope it stores this data. It was weird to me that it didn't seem like it saved the Z offset, but maybe it didn't save the Z offset because it didn't hit the save button for the mesh. I don't know, maybe the two are tied together. I know I've learned dual hot ends cost more time leveling than printing. Yeah, this is the biggest thing with dual extrusion, is the initial setup. Usually, knock on wood, once you get it set up, you don't really have to, redo this. Like, once these set screws are completely tightened and I've confirmed that left and right are, as equal as I can get them, then you should be good. But yeah, the initial process can be a bit tedious for sure. Part of it's also me, and part of it's also the instructions. Again, like, or me just not reading the instructions. Let's see. Yeah, it's also the instructions. So like on the automatic bed leveling, it just says to press the measure button and then it'll run the auto bed leveling. And then after that, you're preheating and printing. There's no like, be sure to press save button or mesh will not save. So it's stuff like that where it would be nice to have. Okay. Auto leveling, please wait. I'm curious to see how much this changed. Man, the motion is stupid quiet on this. All right. Oh yeah. Wow. It changed a lot. It changed a whole lot. Like night and day. Negative, like this bottom right here, like second from bottom right, went from negative 0.215 to negative 0.003. It's a pretty big difference. Okay. Save. Save. We've hit save. Okay. Why would you not want to save a new mesh though? Like it's a weird, if you ran a mesh, don't you want to save the mesh? And if you don't, you want to rerun it? I don't know. All right, we're hitting print. Whew. It's not you, it's us. Leveling is for carpenters, full send and crank flow. Yeah, someone told me, no, someone didn't tell me. I saw someone mention somewhere that Sovol is like a branch of Creality, or that they're like the same parent company and it's like a sub company. I don't know how true that is, but I know that someone said like I think it was in Brian Vine's new video that there was a clip on it that was branded as Creality, so. Yeah, that's what Kevin came in earlier and said that too, don't print small parts. I'm pretty used to like things getting indefinitely stuck to the knockoff build tech stuff. It's gonna get, like, if this printer is one that ends up staying here long term, which I feel like it will because I don't have any IDEX printers that made the trip with me, it's gonna get upgraded to powder coated PEI bed, and so that's likely what's gonna happen. Once I do the bimetal heat break upgrade, it'll probably get that as well. Is the bed preheated? Yes, bed's at 60 Celsius. Okay, all right. I like the bead we're laying down. That's nicer than before, but how will it look when it moves? It's not sticking, is it? Dude. I mean, maybe it is my greasy hands. All right, I lowered it a hair. After this print, because I think this is a pretty short little calibration print, already at 8%, I am going to wipe the bed down with some IPA. Yeah, it looks close on that side, not close on this side, which is super weird to me considering we just ran a mesh. And did a tram. It's looking a bit better. We'll see. I did not clean the bed. It could also be from transit and factory that there's like dust on the bed. We'll let it run this sequence and then I will clean the bed and we'll run again. It's a quick print. I think it's only like 5-6 minutes. And it's laying down, it's definitely laying down better now. What did DJ say? It recalls the last active mesh. Yeah, I mean, you could run a G29 before the print if you wanted to relevel each print, which honestly, it might be worth it. I typically don't. I usually like to just run a mesh, have it store it to EEPROM, and then only rerun when I start to notice that, Delilah, hey, Delilah, you're being gross. And only rerun it when I notice that leveling's not good. But yeah, you could. Oh man, barbecue chicken pizza sounds so good. Trying to eat healthier, but that's all I want right now is some barbecue chicken pizza. Did I square the gantry? No, I don't often. I don't often square the gantry with the bed. Oh, 19-minute print time on this? If you do a home after G29 and don't have the option enabled in Marlin and it reloads the mesh after home, you have to do the M4. Yeah, M420 S1. If you do a home after the G29, because homing will reset it, right? And M420 S1 calls it, because we ran into that when we did the video, the Neptune 3 we unboxed on stream, and it was not restoring the mesh. And then when we went into Cura and added the M420 S1 command, it was able to pull that. I'm getting hungry too, Alien. I had a bowl of cereal like 3 hours ago, and that's all I've eaten today. I'm getting hungry too, man. Voxelite printer ship with tons of oil on the plate. Interesting. Yeah, maybe not a bad idea then to do a quick wipe down. I usually don't, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't. There's plenty of things I haven't done or don't do, but it doesn't mean that they're good things. So maybe it's a good habit to get into. Is first thing you should do is wipe down the build surface. 2 minutes left on the giveaway. If you have not entered into the Polymaker giveaway, it is pinned in the chat. I'm gonna remove the pin in like 60 seconds and then give everyone 60 more seconds, and then we'll do that. So far we've got 74 responses, which is pretty awesome. We've got 84 viewers and 65 likes. Please hit the like button. It'd be awesome if we can get 100 likes. I appreciate you. I do appreciate you, but I'll appreciate you even more. What'd G-Funny say? G-Funny thinks. Oh, Discord, sweet. Thank you, G-Funny. Okay, so it's switching tool heads, which is an exciting time for us to, okay, unpinning the message, giving everyone 60 seconds to finish filling out their form. It's only like 3 questions, so it shouldn't take very long. Ooh, okay, all right. That's too close. But we're getting closer. We're doing better things. So I need to slightly adjust Yeah, that's definitely, it's definitely too close. We're gonna let it do its thing, but we need more adjustments. All right, we are going to be doing the thing now, the giveaway. So there are 75 responses. Let me see if everybody is able to be pulled from here. Hey, G-Funny, thank you very much for the 1 gifted membership. Let me go ahead and grab this. If you did miss it earlier too, we now officially have some merch. It's linked in the description as well as in the chat bot. But this is a design that I had commissioned based off an idea I had, and I'm super stoked on it. It's called the Modbot Spool Bus. And so if you are interested, there are links down below, and it does help out the channel. And I think the shirts are pretty freaking awesome. Okay, so we are copying and pasting this. We are going to our wheel of names. Sweet. Hey, Chris Campbell, you got a gifted sub from G-Funny. Thank you, G-Funny. All right, exit. New member, awesome. Okay, so we've got 75, which looks good. Man, yeah, that is... Okay, so blue is... I'm not gonna be able to get this out of the build plate, which is gonna be a ton of fun unless we print over it again. But blue is... This nozzle needs a higher Z offset, and that means that this guy is going to need... This one's pretty much perfect, actually. So we just sort of need to adjust. No, but we need to get to... Okay, well, let me get this going. I'm just thinking out loud now. All right, 75 entries. Let's shuffle it a couple of times here. Oh, I'm so jealous, G-Funny, that the OC Maker Fair ended up becoming a thing after I moved. It's so cool. Please take photos of anything cool you see there. Okay. Good luck, everybody. And the way it works is I will reach out to you today at some point. If I talk to you on Discord, I'll just ping you on Discord. If not, I'll just shoot you off an email, and all you have to do is basically fill out a form with where you won, what you want, and your shipping address, and Polymaker will wave their magic wand and Filament will show up. Which is absolutely awesome. Huge thank you to Polymaker for letting us do this. And on that note, let's spin the wheel. Good luck, everyone. Hey, Swinaz one. I feel like, have you won a giveaway before? The name seems super familiar. I can't remember if you won the one of the 1,000 subscriber ones. Congratulations, though. I know you are in Discord for sure. I'll reach out to you either. I don't know which one yet, Discord or... Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I know you... Did you win Filament previously, or did you win the 1,000 subscriber giveaway? But I was like, yeah, I know I pulled this name before. Yeah, definitely in Discord. Congratulations. I think that's the first, probably the first person that's won dual, there's no links to the channel on merch. There's no links to the channel on merch? There should be a link in the description for the stream. I thought I added it, and then the bot as well. Yeah, that's awesome. You're the first person that's won two of them. So I will reach out to you after later on and get you a spool of material. Congratulations. We'll go back to, let me see here. Let's go back to Sony, do a little bit of confetti, and do a little bit of cheering. Congratulations. All right, print is done, and there is... Hey, Jesper, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, so
So white was looking pretty good. Blue definitely needs more of an offset. And it's also weird that certain areas look a little bit worse than others. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to get some grease on here. It's gonna be a nightmare to get this off. I don't think we'll truly be able to get a lot of it off right now. I'll probably just end up printing over it. I mean, it's not gonna add much because of how thin a lot of the stuff is. But yeah, the blue is in there. Some of it will come off. The areas that have a little bit more of a we're getting closer though. We're figuring things out. We are figuring things out. And we. Hey, Zombie! Hey, thank you very much for renewing your membership. I appreciate it. We'll do a little, oh, confetti's still on, perfect. We'll do a couple more claps. Today's stream has been a lot of fun, although I was hoping that we would be, let's turn off confetti. I was hoping that we'd just be like printing away dual colored, insane stuff right now, but it's the reality of it. And I think, again, once we get it set, it won't be a big deal. It's just getting past the initial point. And some of it's like, I didn't know the way the firmware works. So obviously not saving the mesh didn't do us any favors. And yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, I think the only way I will be able to get this out is if I print over it. If I print a rectangle over it, then it possibly will stick to it. But with this style of bed, I almost always expect for it to look like crap really quickly. Yeah, I think I'll just, honestly, I don't plan on rerunning the mesh. The mesh to me seems like it's okay. Ooh, I'm getting a little bit more. The mesh seems okay. I'm just gonna adjust the Z offset and then run it again. And wipe it down with some IPA because of my pizza hands. But yeah, we're definitely not getting all this off right now. Some of it printed a little bit thicker. If I get it started, I can kind of get it going, but it's such a pain. This build surface just sticks so well. Yeah, we're just gonna full send it. But I am going to wipe this thing down. Let me get a little bit of IPA and a piece of paper to try to get rid of some of the finger grease to at least help with adhesion. Yeah, the LTT, I use plastic razor scrapers. Oh, that's a really good idea, Ron. Or Rod, sorry, Red Ron. All right, no more pizza, just filament. It's okay though. We can destroy this bed, so that way when I get the good bed, I know it'll be fine. I love the Linus Tech Tip water bottle. I honestly got it because Nero, I talked to him about it, I think on stream or at one time, and it's just a really nice water bottle. Okay, things that need to happen. So finished print, yes. Nozzle looks pretty damn clean, which is nice because of those little rubber things that it has on it. Look at that beautiful bed. Okay, so let's go to settings, leveling, and we need more of a gap, is what we've established. Yep. Just need a really hot and flat layer to peel it. Yeah, I'm sure I can get it off. I have this tape, don't know the name of it, but it lifts. Interesting. That's cool. Oh yeah, that feels too close. Let's see, so let's go. Okay, that feels... That's still too close. I don't like that you can only adjust by 0.05 increments. Because it's like, I want in between these two values. All right, we're gonna try it like that. That's about a 0.2 millimeter difference compared to before. We're gonna hit save because I'm just not sure what needs to be done here. We're gonna hit print. We're gonna have to adjust the right tool head while it's printing. I imagine because the offset will be different, it's going to make this guy further away too, and that won't be good. So let me actually do just a hair of a turn to the left on this guy, and then hit print. And then hit calibration, and let's give it a go. Yes, let's see this. Whoa, it's so weird how some of the movements on it are so slow, but the second you hit print, it's like, I'm ready. Yeah, it's awesome. I like that the cap on it doesn't hit you in the face. Is the nozzle clean? No filament on the tip. Yeah, there was no filament. The little wiping or purge buckets have these, you can't really see it, but they're actually pretty nice. These little rubber blocks, and so oh, there we go. So yeah, when it passed over it, it completely wiped off the nozzle. All right, we'll see what happens. Off topic, do you know how to smooth out a Y-axis extruder? Wait, do you know how to smooth out a Y-axis extruder that has a powder coat imperfection? I don't know what that means, Eclipse. A Y-axis extruder? Do you mean a Y-axis like an extrusion, an aluminum extrusion? Has a powder coating imperfection. I don't think I know the answer to that, but I also feel like I'm not fully visualizing what's going on. We're gonna get through this. We are going to get through this, and we're gonna get a beautiful leveled bed. I'm gonna run a gorgeous print later on. Okay, that's still a hair close, but I kind of don't care. Like, I'm okay with it a little bit too close. Let's see how it looks once it starts doing this. I'd still say it's a hair too close, but it's looking pretty good. I'm not going to touch that. It's definitely better than it was earlier. Or at least, yeah, I'd say better than it was earlier. I'm really curious to see how the blue looks. Oh, gotcha. So it's a piece of aluminum that's not fully anodized. Extrusion. Gotcha. I think the extruder is what threw me off. Y-axis extruder. No, I don't. I would imagine that there's some form of metal paint or coating that you can kind of use as a patch. But I don't exactly know. Hey, what's up, Ice Chess? Lisa, thank you very much for renewing your membership for 3 months. Extra pets for Delilah and Monkey. Yes, they're excited that my mom and dad, or their grandma and grandpa, are coming out first week of October, which is sweet because it's like right after my 30th birthday, and so they're gonna get tons of love. Oh, it's doing some Z-hopping, eh? Hey, Sky, are you still in chat? Is there, with the value or with what I get from this, is there something I need to adjust? I know on the previous on the previous IDEX I used, there was somewhere in the actual menu system on the printer where I had to say if there was an offset that needed to be applied. But on this, I didn't see. It could be on the SD card. Maybe there's more info on there. But I didn't see any mention of calibration, other than what we've already done. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the white, or the right tool head that's printing with the white. It's still a hair too close, but I'm honestly fine with that. Since it has a flex plate, it should be able to come off. Again, I know that if it's small, it probably won't be able to. Yeah, I got an NF3 S1 Pro printing like a boss, but the 3500 accelerations are noisy. Well, no, I think that the comb is to, I don't think it's a useless comb. I think it's to set your offsets in the X and Y axis. Because this is a fairly standard type of calibration that I've seen on other IDEX printers. I just don't know where I'm supposed to enter the values. Yeah, first layer looks all right. On the right side, I'm not sure. We'll see how the blue looks after I made the adjustments. If it's on a self build, you can just turn the extrusion. Otherwise, try a Sharpie. Oh, I think, yeah, Paul. You're saying to hide the imperfection, right, Paul? Because I've had both of my LDO, or one's an LDO, one's a self-storage. Both of my V0s have some scratches on them now from like moving them or from a tool. I don't really know what caused the scratches. Probably me when I was building them. Oh, for a hair comb. Yes. Holy crap. Discord has 1,000. That's awesome. 1,283 members. That's crazy. All right, first one's done. I'm quite happy with that. Second tool head's already heated up, so it should start any second. This one I'm really curious about. It's definitely better. Definitely better. Oh yeah. That is way better than before. Oh, that makes me so happy. It's weird though. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to interpret this data. I think after this print's done, let's throw the SD card into the computer and see what kind of video files they have on here and see if there is anything that talks about this. Because on the previous printer that I, one or two of them, one of them based off of this info had to use a physical adjustment, and then the other one was entering values into the screen, so it made a change in the firmware. I'm just not sure with this one. But yeah, the blue's looking so much better. Running a swatch, what's a swatch truck? Oh, swatch truck, like a filament swatch, is that what you're talking about? You could use lapping papers or paste to clean the anodization up. Nero had to look up the guide on this, gotcha. Yeah, I feel like it should be, I can do a quick, let's actually check out. Here we go. Desktop. So we don't want Cura right now. There's the manual, leveling guide, latest firmware, source code, SD card. Sick. Okay. How to level tutorial for simple offset, dual nozzle offset. Okay, yeah, so we want the combs to, wait, what? The print on the left side is offset and needs to be adjusted to be without offset as the one on the right is. That's weird though, because if you look at the one on the right, like, yeah, those ones are aligned, but like these have a pretty obvious offset. Oh, maybe it's saying that the center, okay, no, I'm silly. It looks like they're focusing on the center comb. Yeah, which it looks like ours also needs an adjustment. Okay, print the left side is offset. Oh, wait a second. That's fine, we already printed this. Yeah, X is definitely way off on this guy. Okay, size of the nozzle, green tooth comb, tooth width, 2mm tooth pitch. Okay, calculating and adjusting the offset. No offset. Offset. When the center comb and the XY are not aligned, it indicates XY offset is... Okay, so up is negative? Huh, that's weird. Normally... Okay, when there's an offset, take the combs printed by nozzle 1 as reference and move the combs printed by nozzle 2 along the axis to make an alignment. Is it saying in the slicer? First method, calculate offset when less than 2mm. Okay. Mine is definitely more than 2mm. At least it looks, sure as hell looks like it. Okay, well, looking at the center comb, the print by nozzle 2 are on the upper side compared with that by nozzle 1. You need to check the upper part of the comb teeth, finding that the third comb teeth are in alignment. Dude, this is not, this is not a very, yeah, these are super far off. The ones that stick up are way off. Okay, while looking at the center comb, all right, let me just... Because it's on the upper side, it needs to be adjusted downwards. Yeah, that makes sense. According to the values, it's positive. Okay, so that's mine. I don't understand. What am I... It's weird to me that moving to the right would be considered negative. It's like inverted. Right and up are negative, while left and down are positive. When normally, like, up and right are positive, and left and down are negative. Repeat the first method, measure the offset value, and add the distance. Okay, the thing that I'm not getting is where are these values? Okay, so there must be, let's see here. Settings, set, hot, and offset. There we go. Okay. So this has to be what we're looking at. So if it needs to go to the right, is this, nope, can we disable motors? All right, so it's saying if it needs to go to the right, it needs to be a negative offset. So according to what I'm seeing here, let me grab, what are my calipers? I think that they're making it seem more complicated than it really needs to be. I think you just need to measure the difference, input the value, and then it's gonna correct for that. So it seems to me like all I need to do is find the two pegs that like they look different. That's the only way I can describe them. They have like a little bit of a upper bump on them, and then measure the difference. So it's roughly 3.75, like, is roughly what it is. And so it's saying if we're moving to the right, it's a negative value. So we'll go negative 3.75. And it is just, there's a, let me go like this actually, because the light. So it's just a menu system. X offset, oops. And according to their little graph, if we want to move it to the right, it's a negative value. So we'll do negative 3.75. And then for Y is pretty close. Y is much closer than X. For Y, I mean, we are probably, oops. Okay, so if one of these guys is roughly, I think it said 2 mil, right? Yeah, so if one of these guys is 2 mil, it doesn't even need to move a full one. I would say like max like 0.4 downward, and a downward is also, downward's positive value. So we'll do 0.4. It says initialize EEPROM. What is, okay, so let's save that. Initialize EEPROM. I'm scared. I don't know if I want to initialize EEPROM. Yes? All right, hopefully that was what I was supposed to do. Hey, what's up, BBs? If center is center, how could it be off? It seems kind of odd this wouldn't be a preset thing. Yeah, I don't, the only thing I could think of is that it has to do with like a tolerance thing, like maybe with the way they have their end stops set up, that there's like deviation in manufacturing, so it needs to be manually assembled. Because I would also think that it would be the same, especially if it's the exact same tool head. Trying my best to not get greasy fingers all over everything. Ah, under my nail. Okay. Okay, let's run it again and see what it looks like. Oh. Hopefully once we get this set, unless we make any major physical hardware changes, we won't need to do this again. Although maybe I will have to do it again when I install the heat brakes. It should be mounted the same, we'll see. You'll know you're on the right track when the two skirts are aligned with each other. Ah, good point. That's a good point. The skirts were super offset in the X direction. You really should get a plastic knife scraper. I know. Somebody link me to one. If you're in the Discord and you have one that you recommend on like Amazon, link me to it and I'll order it after. I'll put it up on the peg wall behind me, so that way, at least when I'm using this kind of build surface, which is pretty common on a lot of the printers we get in, I can use it. How's your week going, BBs? You'll have to do it again after moving it to the final place. Why? I wouldn't think that would affect the tool head. Oh, you mean like the one that Brian printed on for the Bamboo? I actually think that there's one that comes on the Bamboo Lab. Wait, what's going on here? It doesn't look like it kept our offsets. There's no way it kept our offsets. Why? All right. At least I know the value. It was negative 2.6. Every time you do the printer, all this has to be done again because any slight movement on the frame will throw everything out of whack again. Perfect. I thought that I saved it to EEPROM, not cleared EEPROM. But yeah, everything. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right. Why? It doesn't make any sense. All right, that's done. Let's do the tramming now. Why would they have the reset EEPROM there? Where you, like on the same screen as where you adjust your offsets? Oh man. Sorry to hear that, BBs. Well, I hope your power comes back sooner than later, and that, you know, you've got definitely better days ahead, man. I'm sorry to hear that, though. I really am. Exactly. This has all been part of my master plan. I knew that if I reset the EEPROM, we'd have to redo everything. No, well, one, I feel like lately I've been playing primarily with Clipper. But even that aside, there we go. That aside, like IDEX stuff, I have hardly done IDEX stuff. It's 3-ish years ago at Matter Hackers, I was playing around with some of it. And then the WeDo X40 I played around with maybe a year and a half ago, but their UI was completely different. So yeah, this is completely different to me. Yeah, absolutely, BBs. Hey, what's up, Steve? I was interested in this printer, but I would smash it, I think, after watching this. I've got pretty good, let me run this. Maybe Aaron would disagree. I would say I've got pretty good patience, but maybe I have just pretty good patience with 3D printers because I'm just so used to like things not exactly going, like expectation versus reality very often do not align. Yeah, I think that's right, Eclipse. It said initialized EEPROM, and so I just assumed that it was going to save the value to EEPROM, but it seems like it completely reset the EEPROM, which is amazing. I don't know why that setting would be in that menu, and the wording on it, yeah, I was not ready for that. Oh yeah, no. It's all good learning, and at least on stream we can laugh about it. Otherwise, if it's just me in my room, and Aaron comes in and asks how it's going, I'm like, it's going terrible. There's been quite a few times where like, I'll like walk in, like I'm working on a printer project. I'll get frustrated, and so I'll go out in the living room, like watch some TV with her, and like the last thing I'll say before I turn the corner is, "Pray for me," because I know I'm about to face just like an upward battle. But yeah, a lot of the stuff, like, because a lot of times the things I make videos on, I've only done like once or twice, and it's a fairly complex process for me to get from A to Z, and I'm trying to like make notes on the difficult steps of it. And so because of that, there's quite a few moments very often where I get pretty frustrated with whatever it is I'm doing. But the rewarding feeling of getting to the other side is awesome, so it's totally worth it. But yeah, I get frustrated a lot. Methinks they say make mistakes just increase the thumbs up. Exactly. How's your day going, Steve? Are you on, no, you're on the clock, right? It's only 1:40 California time. No, 2:40 California time. I haven't changed this computer. Yeah, initialize EEPROM should be under a separate submenu. Because it was in the same submenu as your toolhead offsets, I assumed that it was like save it and then really save it to EEPROM, but nope, it was save it or get rid of everything. All right, mesh is good. We are saving the mesh. We are learning, we can be taught. Let's also check, okay. Oh, it got rid of my offsets. Okay, I know that Y offset needed to go down, and we said 0.4 of a millimeter. Does anybody remember, or can anybody go backwards and tell me what the X offset was? It was like negative something aggressive. It was at least 2 point something or 3 point something. If anybody remembers, let me know. I don't have the combs to measure anymore. Hey, I don't know who LM is, but thank you very much for picking up a t-shirt. I am super excited about the way these t-shirts turned out. I knew exactly what I wanted, and I wrote down like Modbot robot, thumbs up outside window, Volkswagen style bus, Modbot in like hippie riding on the side, spool wheels, like I very like detailed description of what I wanted, but the execution of it just turned out so freaking cool. And then I didn't say anything about having like a window open like that, but I think it gives a little bit of personality, of kind of like just, I don't know. It's just silly. I don't know. I love how it turned out. I hope you like the shirt. Negative 3.75. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you guys. Save. Dude, that is scary. Okay, so let me just show. So this is what I did a moment ago, right? Which reset everything. This is the, and I gotta go from an angle because the light up top will look weird. So this is the set hot and offset, and you can set your X and Y offset. There's a save button, and there's an initialize EEPROM button under this menu. So to me, it seems like almost like you'd hit save to save it, and then I've seen that things aren't sticking, so maybe initialize EEPROM would save it to EEPROM. But that close is where the completely resetting your EEPROM button is. That's just poor placement. I mean, I clicked it very clearly, seeing it last time, but I just think it's really bad placement, and also the wording on it doesn't exactly scream, are you sure you want to lose everything and start over, you know? All right. Yeah, that button, right? Yeah, I love the way that this design turned out. Okay, let's, we can do it. All right, let's try it again now. Okay, we've hit save 3 times. We're gonna go print, we're gonna calibrate, and we're gonna do the thing. It's still in dual mode. What a day. Note to Sovol, don't put that button there. Yeah, the wording in Marlin is completely the same. And oh wow, that's crazy. I'd rather have printer problems than. Oh no. Did you have camera problems, Steve? Is that Ender 3 V2 GUI? I have the Ender 3 V2 on the ground right here, but I just flash Clipper to it so the screen won't turn on. It's very similar. I don't know that it's a one-to-one, but the screen does look very similar to Ender 3 V2 or really the Ender 3 S1. It's directly under load from EEPROM, save to EEPROM. Interesting. Maybe that's the correct term. It just, I don't know. It's definitely not in like English terms. It's in a very technical term. To me, like just saying, you know, like if it said wipe EEPROM or clear EEPROM, like that makes a lot more sense to me than initialize EEPROM. But again, what do I know? Just, yeah. I wouldn't have, if that was on a multiple choice test, I would have guessed wrong. Oh man, sorry to hear that. Camera problems suck. And like with live streaming, you don't have time to correct it and you usually discover it live. Like the overhead camera that we have is, oh, it doesn't look that bad right now. That's weird. This overhead camera is a webcam and I was playing around with it earlier and it was just looking terrible. And I couldn't figure out what was going on with it, but I've had so many like mic issues and stuff like that. Is that G-Funny? I think, yeah, it's gotta be G-Funny. Wow, I think GM is G-Funny. Thank you very much for the t-shirt, 2 t-shirts, the Modbot Classic and the Spool Bust, and then SP, is that you, Steve? It's fun kind of guessing the first and last name. Thank you, SP, for the t-shirt purchase. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I said this earlier, but I know that there's new people here that weren't here earlier, but if you do get a t-shirt, please take a photo wearing the t-shirt. I'm like, as excited as I was to design or help with designing of the shirt and get them to become a thing, I'm like super excited to actually see them out in the wild. So please, even if it's on like Discord or whatever. Thank you, Steve. I really appreciate it, man. And I think the other one must have been G-Funny. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on in the wonderful world of Sovol IDEX. Okay, our offsets are looking good. It's a little bit close, but again, I'm fine with that. I think this is a good midpoint. Let's see both how our Z offset does for the first tool head and our XY offset for the colors. Yeah, this printer, right, needs a reverse Bowden 100%. It uses like dual bearings. Like I'll show you guys. I showed it earlier, but sorry, I know the camera light or the big bright light. But yeah, it uses these dual bearings and they work, but I don't like them. To me, it would be much nicer to just have some sort of a PTFE or yeah, reverse Bowden fitting attached to the top extrusion. I guess the one thing I'll have to check is whether when this is raised all the way up, if it like would bump into it, but I don't see myself printing a full 400 millimeters very often in the life of this printer here. So yeah, Creality had this same setup on their, oh gosh, what was it? It's their box printer, not the Ender 5. Did a review on one of them. There's a pro version of it now. It's called the Surmoon. The Surmoon. The Surmoon uses this, and it's just like, why? I would much rather have a reverse Bowden. Maybe it's cost. I can't really think of any other reason why this would be a better solution, but it doesn't seem to be making noise while it's printing, but when I was feeding the filament in, they're also very squeaky. And they're also loose, like, okay, this one's tighter, but this one's not even gripping the filament. I can free spin them. Yeah, not a huge fan of those. I would much rather just have a Bowden tube and a proper fitting. You'll see it on camera at some point. Okay, I'm excited. I'll be super... I'm definitely gonna be like, Aaron, look, Steve's wearing the shirt. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, G-Funny. I appreciate it, man. Actually printing today? I don't know. I mean, we are printing the calibration thing, but what's likely gonna happen is if this print right now, when it finishes, is pretty close, we'll try slicing something up. There's no way we'll finish a print on stream. I will absolutely be posting it on Discord and Twitter later on. This took so much longer than I thought. Let's see. Do you have info on the XY resolution of the Photon D2? I know it's a 2K 2K resolution. So it won't be as crazy as like a 4 or 8K on a small screen. But there are some super big perks of having a DLP machine. I think they said that the life expectancy, oh, what did they say? It's stupid high, what they were at least claiming. Let's see, what am I looking for? Anycubic. I have to see if I can find the email chain too, because the contact I had left Anycubic, and now I have a new contact. Or I don't even really have a contact, but the person that reached out regarding this. Let's see. Anycubic DLP printer. Okay, resolution of the D2 is 2K. Where do they talk about the life expectancy? They said that the life expectancy was insane. I'm sorry, the advantage of these audio in terms of printing for two main factors: the light source and the pixels. The higher the light uniformity, the more uniformity accuracy of all aspects. Yada yada. Does it say, are you seeing the life expectancy of the DLP setup? I remember seeing it and being like, wow, that was really high. That's annoying. I don't see it. I'm sure, I know I'll find it later. There's a couple email chains because I had started talking with the one person and then they left and then another person took over. I feel like it would be here. Is it just, oh, here we go. Life expectancy. It must have been the first email. 1 second. Oh, wow. Yeah. They're claiming, 20,000 hours. Yep. So they're saying that the DLP setup is expected to survive 20,000 plus hours as compared to a 2,000 hour mono screen, which, if that is the case, is awesome. I also wonder, hey, DJ, thank you very much for the merch purchase of the Modbot Spool Bus t-shirt. I'm so excited. It's just, I don't know. I'm really pumped. This has been something like kind of behind the scenes I've been working on for quite a while, so it's exciting to see them out there. What? Yeah, offset looks way off. I love it. Looking at their instructions, it looked like, where's their video? If it needed to go to the right, oh, you know what? If it needed to go to the right, it needed a negative value. No, we did that. That's so weird. All right, I'm not crazy, at least not in this instance, but look, like, you can see it kind of. So it looks like it says if you need to go up or to the right, it needs a negative value. And we needed to go to the right, which would have been a negative value, which is what we entered, I thought. -3. I thought we entered -3.75. Yeah, we'll have to reverse that. So X is clearly way off, which probably means Y needs to be inverted too then. Yeah, we basically went the wrong way on both of them. This is one of those days. Just, hey man. You taking off? Did I miss Steve? Oh, gotta get back to it. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by, and also thank you very much for the t-shirt, the purchase. I'm pretty excited to see it on stream. I will see you soon. I'm excited to follow the salad fork build. I'm hoping to build one at some point, but right now I'm just gonna live through your build. But it looks awesome. And I hope you get your camera stuff figured out, man. Well, I'm asking about the D2 resin or 2 converter is not really informative. The XR is an important part of the resin printer. You ask them for the live stream. Yeah, I can ask. I feel like usually though 2K, isn't that all you normally need? Because you take the pixel density and the size of the output, and that's how you find the XY resolution. That's why like an 8K larger printer and an 8K smaller printer, the smaller printer has a much higher pixel density. Do me a favor, if you want me to find out that exact value, DM me on Discord right now, so that way it pops up as a notification, and then I can send an email out later on tonight. Oh, why? Why is it doing? Oh, it's doing the second. It's doing the final step, huh? Okay, Y is like good. Yeah, so you're right. Y is pretty much perfect. So I guess it's maybe this X graph I'm looking at was specific to the Y-axis, and for the X-axis it's the opposite. So yeah, I think Y looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. So let's flip it from negative to positive, hit print again, hope for the best, and then see if we can get a print off. You guys are awesome. DN, thank you very much for your order of the Modbot Spool Bus t-shirt. I was hoping like people would be excited for the shirts, but like the feedback from the stream today has been awesome. And like there's been, I don't know how many shirts are out there now in the wild. I'll have to count later, but thank you very much. Whoever you are, DN. A little bit bummed out it doesn't say the YouTube name, but I guess since it's a separate thing, there's no way to do that, but. Come on, guy. Okay. Oh, Deanna, that's you. Hey, thank you very much, Eclipse. I hope you like the t-shirt. I love it. I think it's rad. Thank you very much. Okay, yes. Train of thought is back. Finish print. Let's switch that up. Run back. Hey, I don't know if you heard me, Zerant, but shoot me a DM just basically saying, hey, reminder to ask Anycubic about XY resolution, and I'll send off an email tonight. That way I'll have it by next week, hopefully. Okay, settings, offset. So we had negative 3.75. We are going to 3. Okay, you have to manually tap it. We're going to 3.75. This is the stream of calibration. Oh, you have it? That is so cool. Okay, I want a photo. I want a photo of that shirt. If you in that shirt next to that bus, man. That's so cool. Wait, 3.75, right? Yeah, 3.75. All right. Thank you, Paul. Your message confirmed. Make sure it's saved and that it's there. Cool. Looks good. Hitting print again. Go. Yes. Are you sure you want to print in current print mode dual? Yes. All right, this is it. 5th time's the charm. Yeah, I had some ideas for like seasonal t-shirts, and the one I wanted for summertime didn't end up making it out initially, but the Modbot or Spool Bus was one of my like more summery themed ideas. And I just, yeah, I love how it turned out. I think the bus looks so cool. I mean, growing up in California too, like my dad was a big surfer dude, and so like always had like he would play Beach Boys fairly often, and so just like seeing the old surf buses around, or the old VW buses, are just, they're awesome. They make me happy seeing them driving around. Not that I see them very often. All right, should start printing any second. We're getting close. I haven't seen a VW bus in a long time. They used to be all over the place. Yeah, I don't see them very often either. Years ago when I was working at a sports bar, one of the bar backs there purchased one off of someone locally. And it was in pretty good condition already. It had already been like kind of restored. It still needed some more work, but that was one I remember seeing. And then when we used to be at the beach a lot, we would occasionally see them here and there. But yeah, I don't think I've seen one in person in a while. Aaron might have pointed one out the other day, but I can't remember. It might have been a beetle, not a bug, not a bus. All right, this is aggressive. Too aggressive. Too aggressive. If you do another shirt, do a 70s Mustang. I wasn't planning on car themes other than this one, but I'll keep that in mind. VW buses go for stupidly big money right now. I'm sure. I'm sure they do. What time is it, Panzer, in Sweden right now? I think this might be the final calibration, and then we can actually get a print going. Thank you for sticking through this with me. I definitely thought we would be way further into printing more. Highway 1 used to be full of VW buses all day long. Oh man, I bet you Highway 1 would be so fun to cruise in a bus. Are they really? Volkswagen's releasing an official version that's electric? It's freaking sweet. I've seen quite a few of the new Broncos. The new Broncos that are based off the old Broncos are pretty awesome looking. Hey, John's back. What's going on? It's okay. It's midnight, so it's 9 hours. No, it's 4 o'clock here. So 8 hour time difference. Mine's in the shop getting at 02. Ooh, nice. Yeah, Erin would absolutely love to have a bus. She loves VW bugs and she loves VW buses. Yes, the ID Buzz. I know Buzz. I'm hoping that the recalibration that's required isn't going to be super substantial when this thing's moved, because it absolutely will get moved quite a few times. I have no idea where this thing's going to live. It is a monster. Volkswagen. Oh, VW ID Buzz. Okay, gotcha. Let me see. It's the first time I've heard about it. Hey, AB, thank you very much for getting the spool bus sticker. I'm probably gonna order a spool bus sticker. When I placed the order for the, I got one for me and one for Aaron. One black for me and then one, I think hers is a light blue if I remember the one in the kitchen. I don't know why I didn't think to order a sticker. I would have loved to have had a VW, the spool bus sticker. Okay, ID Buzz from Volkswagen. Oh wow. It's like if the Volkswagen bus was on like the moon or Mars or something like that. Oh, that's kind of funny. Out of this world. Yeah, it very much so looks that way. Will I get? I don't know if I'll get. I'm gonna mute. I don't want to put the music on. I'm scared of the audio. Let's see. Be very gentle moving it. They were forced to stop the original VW bus in the US because it didn't meet the minimum. Oh, interesting. Oof, yeah, I never think of safety when I think of the buses. Heard you, okay, you did the calculation. So, pitch, dot pitch 0.0512, so it's not a step up from the older Ultra. Only advantage is the 20K. Yeah, I think the main thing that they're stating as the advantages are that, and then something with the lighting, which is going to be near impossible to show on video. I think, like, I mean, I could show the lighting setup, but I missed the entire, the entire video. Oh my gosh. All right, so it's Star Wars. Okay, it doesn't show a whole lot. Yeah, I'm curious to see if the lighting, like, I don't know how I would show that though. There's some things that are like almost every single resin 3D printer has claimed like a different type of lighting source or array or whatever, and it's so hard to show like that it actually does or makes a difference in a print, you know. I don't really need a t-shirt, but my work laptop can never have enough sticker bomb. Awesome, thank you. I don't even know. I see the name like Nas. I was just gonna say Nas. Thank you, Nas. Volkswagen hasn't announced an ID Buzz camper yet. That will be based around the longer wheelbase version. It isn't even the first version out. That's the ad I saw every commercial break on Sky. Watching F1 for the first. Oh man, Aaron's been watching a lot of shows on. Oh God, what's the? It's a streaming service. I can't think of what it is, but the annoying part is that it plays two ads, and it plays those same two ads like for days on end, and there's usually two ads between like each commercial break, and it plays the same ad. So you watch it for 60 seconds and it just loops. So it's insane. I'm like, why? Like, are they trying to brainwash us? Like, I don't understand. NEMA 17 motors. So just like recent Star Wars, it's going to be a pale imitator of the original. Oh yeah, it's late. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Zerent. And also thanks for doing the math for me. I'll still probably reach out and just see what they say if I remember, but yeah, that's typically how I've calculated it in the past, is just getting screen size versus pixels and basically dividing and seeing how much I get. I don't think it's offset actually. So one of the combs is bigger than the other comb on both sides. The only prong I need to check is that the center's lined up, and it looks almost dead on. Yeah, if you look at the blue and white, they overlap not perfectly, but it's pretty damn close. Oh, pale imitator of the original. Gotcha. Yeah. I don't even know if I've seen all of the... Like, growing up, I liked Star Wars, but I just never watched that much of it. I think I saw Clone Wars in theaters, maybe. And then me and Aaron were going through them at one point, and I think we made it through the third Star Wars, and then kind of stopped. And then we've seen one of the newer ones. But I definitely haven't seen all of the newer Star Warses. I think there's 3 that they made in the last, like, 6-7 years or something like that. Where's the... Hey, AR! Thank you for picking up some stickers. Cheers. I feel like... I can't say cheers. Every time I say cheers, I feel like Nero. Thank you for picking up some stickers. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go with I appreciate it. Yeah, looking much better, Skydown. Don't watch the new Star Wars. Yeah, it's looking much better. Once it does the little top part, I'll know for certain, but Y-axis is definitely golden, and then X is pretty close. Andrew, thank you very much. Yeah, I'll have to pick up some stickers. I just sent my dad a care package with some phone cases I printed for him that was like a delayed, or not delayed, but late birthday gift. Holy cow, thank you very much, PL, for picking up some stuff. It looks like 1 or 2 shirts, and I think probably 2 shirts and a couple of stickers. Thank you. Man, a lot of merch. It's exciting. I am going to announce it on the main channel at some point in the beginning of a video. But yeah, I'm super excited and glad that people seem to be liking the design. Ooh, 7 likes away from 100. If you have not, please smack the like button. I'm trying to hit 100 today. Put a reminder in DM. Oh, sweet. Thank you. That really helps me. My brain is way too scattered. I'll go to bed at night and be like, I know there's 3 things I'm forgetting. So notes are the best. Okay, that looks damn good. Let's take a look. So, can we see this? Yes. So the one we're focused on is the one that has the little lip. And if you look at that, I mean, we're talking a fraction of a millimeter maybe, but it looks clean. Like I'm happy with that as a starting point. I can always do like, you know, 0.1 in either direction later on if needed. But I think that we've been patient enough. Let's print something. Let's find a thing and let's print the thing. So let's start off by letting that cool down. Let's pop out the SD card. I know. I wish that the merch had been ready for Murph. It'll be ready for Murph or Murph next year. But yeah, I wanted to take my time with it, and it actually wasn't until Murph that I got in contact with a person that got me in contact or gave me the info for the designer. So Murph was actually the reason I was able to basically get the logo design, because I'd played around with sketching for a while and just wasn't happy with it. Okay, let's pop this in because I think we will probably go with, you know what? They gave us an adapter, didn't they? Yes, they did. We will probably at least start off with the Sovol Cura flavor since it's going to, have the IDEX magic. All right, let's do this. Let's see. There we go. Desktop. Move this out of the chat way. Okay, slicing software. Maybe a really bad USB adapter. Install. I'd say that, you think it's 0.4 of a millimeter out? Huh. Well, we'll run it, because I mean, either way, it'll still look pretty good, and then I can tweak it as is. No, I won't take calipers later. One thing also is I still think that the white, or I guess let's just call it the right tool head, is a hair closer to the bed, and so I think that smush is also affecting it a bit. But yeah, it does still look like if the blue one's the one that's moving, it actually needs to go to the right, which is interesting because then it doesn't align. If it goes to the right, it goes further away the skirt. But yeah, maybe to the right, 0.1 or so, 0.1, 0.2. Did we? We hit 100 likes? I don't believe it. Let's see. It says 99 likes on mine, on my end. It shows, does it show 100 or 99? On mine it shows 99. Look, I'll show you guys the back panel. It says 99 likes. Oh, it says, okay, all right. Now, maybe there's a delay on my end. Maybe there's a delay. Awesome. We'll do some confetti and clapping. That's awesome. Thank you very much, everyone that liked. 100 is sweet. Oh, we're at 102 now. Now we're just flying past it. That's awesome. Thank you, everyone that hit the like button. I appreciate it. It's cool to hit 100. Okay, let's go. What are we doing here? Desktop? No. Think. There we go. Desktop. Welcome to Sovol Cura. Ooh, it's like a dark themed Cura. It reminds me of, oh, interesting. So they have different printers for different actions. So we're gonna do dual mode. We'll add the rest later on. And then we'll go printables today. 107? You guys are crazy. Oh, now we're at 106. It dropped. No, I think it's a delay. It must be a delay between when you guys see it and it shows up in the back panel. All right, let's see. So we want a dual colored model. Dual. Ooh, dual color. Can't even talk. Dual color? Poker chips are kind of cool because they're small. There's the sleeping panda. Ooh, Sharky from like Super Bowl, right? Halftime show, Left Shark. Is there a VW? Is there a multicolor VW bus? Oops. Logo and lights. Okay, so this one's just in different pieces. Panda. I know, the reason why I like the poker chip really quick is because it's gonna be fast. Let's do, hey, Naz, if you know of or find a VW bus that's multicolored, let me know, because that would be sick to print out and then use like in the, when I show off the shirt on the actual, like the regular or full, I don't know what I call it. The official, the original bigger channel. Dual color Kelly Dragons is cool. Yeah, this one looks like it's, I don't know. Can this one be done as, words are tough today. Let's see. You and Chelsea can play poker tonight. Who's Chelsea? You mean Aaron? I think we'll do a quick poker chip. Just to make sure everything's working, and it's quick. Oh wow, these are full trays. Oh, there we go. So chip 1. So if these are dual color, wait, wouldn't we need a blank, right? Is there a blank? Am I missing? Is the one the blank? I don't know. Aaron says, who's Chelsea? CNC is gonna get me in trouble. All right, let's do... That's so funny. Hi, babe. She just got off work. Yeah, let's do poker chips, just because it's the fastest. I will definitely run bigger prints on this, and we will take a look at them, but just so that way we can maybe get this thing... Okay, the thing that's confusing me, though, is where the heck is... Oh, this isn't a multicolored print, is it? Is it just a filament swap? I'm confused now. 1 second. Oops. Dual color, dual side for all printers. You can print dual color, specially designed not to use support. What you have to do is change the filament 2 times. Oh. Oh, so it's filament swapping. Yeah, there's no... That's a bummer. Okay, well... Let me see if there's actually... I feel like there's got to be an actual dual poker... Oops. Poker chip. Chelsea's the London football team. Yeah, it seems like it's just a file swap. That's so bummer. Bummer, dude. All right, well. I liked that it was going to be quick. Let's see if we find something else. Oh, yeah. I like the poker tip because it's actually like a functional thing in a way. I mean, it has. Don't you come back here? No penguin. I like this guy, but it takes a while. There's the Cali cat. All right, let's go on Thingiverse. All right, so let's go under dual color. Is Aaron like Hello Kitty? No. No, not so much. All right. We got poop. We've got, I like, the octopus is pretty cool looking. And it's a lot of changes. We'll open that as an option. The cone's pretty simple, but I mean, it's not that exciting because you can also do just filament swaps of it. I kind of like ones where it's like, oh wow, you like actually need dual color. That's not bad. These are kind of cool. Desk shrooms, which are the like Mario one-up mushrooms. Want to do one of these? I'd say let's do one of these. These are cool. Desk shrooms. All right. Dual extrusion. Yeah, let's do these. Aaron wants a cat. I like these little shroom guys. Let's do one of these. It reminds me of Mario. Wait, what happened? What's happening? Okay. Colors, we're just gonna stick with white and blue, since it's what it came with today. I got some really cool Polymaker PLA in, oops. Yeah, I got like 2 silky ones, 3 glittery ones, and some Polyterra, and so I definitely want to do some cool Polymaker printing, but for this little guy, like at least starting off, let's just do this. Just because of size, since the stream has gone longer than I initially anticipated. It's been super freaking fun, but I also am getting a little hungry. You guys were talking about pizza earlier. Okay, how do you, if I remember, nope, shift. Okay, then I think it's just right click, merge. Yes. Oh man, we're gonna do it without supports. I don't want to use supports. They moved the bed in front of the door. Hi, babe. Okay, so let's do this. We got generic PLA left, generic PLA right. Change the files to zip to, oh, interesting. Was hoping for some fancy, yeah, we'll do some fancy colors soon, I promise, Alien. Okay, so let's do, left is generic PLA, right is generic PLA, but we should be able to do, how come I don't remember how to change the colors? What am I doing? Generic, PLA, manage materials. Center. Oh, oh, okay. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, you must be right. Looks right. Let's see. So, Control Z. Oh, Control Z. All looks sad. Okay. Right click. You closing the door? Okay. Group models? No. It's been a long time. Center. Arrange? No. I'm pretty sure it's merge models. Yeah, center doesn't do it. All right, gotta go and do the adulting thing. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Luke. Have a great night. Oh, maybe I set them prior to the merge? Like, let's see. All right, let's try. So if we want this guy, let's go toolhead 2. I don't remember how to change the color. That's bugging me a little bit. So toolhead 2 is going to be white. So we'll do, no. Let's do, yeah, blue. Wait, it'd be easier if I could change this. So toolhead 1 is blue, so we'll do that in blue. We'll do these guys in white. We'll do this in white, then this in blue. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure if I select them all, they will retain their colors. Yes. Yep. That should be good. Normally you can make them more like completely different colors, but right now I don't recall, unless it's over here. Let's see, custom. Was it over here that I adjust it? I don't remember. Okay, skirt's fine. Yeah, it's so weird. I don't remember how to change that. Select each part of a specific nozzle, then center. No, I think I merge. I think merging's fine. Yeah, I will verify. Prime tower, I don't think we need. Okay. Is there a way to see object list? No. Color scheme, material. Yeah, that looks good. So if I get rid of right extruder, I need to play around. I don't remember how to change the colors offhand right now, but it looks right. Okay, yeah, let's do it. 2 hours for this little guy. What size is he? I bet you the speeds are brutally slow, but that's fine. We'll get him started. Do not initial. Don't. Thank you. I won't initialize the model. Too soon. All right. Let's get it started. Yeah, I think it's the filament color as well, but for right now, for some reason, when I change generic PLA, it seemed like the two were tied together, so I don't know. We definitely won't finish this. I'll probably get it started and then end up ending it since it's 2.5 hours and I've got to get some food and figure out what the game plan is for the night. Man, this is stuck down stupid well. I need a plastic. Someone say I need a plastic razor, please. I absolutely do. Come on. It's so narrow yet so stuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. It wasn't this stuck when it was hot. It's like when it cooled down, it got more stuck. There we go. Come on, guy. We did it, kinda. There's still this last little bit, and then my pizza grease fingers. Oh, let's go. Ah, it looks beautiful. All right. Single, wait, what's the name of the thing we just saved? Dual shroom, there we go. Dual mode, yes. Oh, better wipe the bed down. No, we'll be good, we'll be good. I have like a razor, little spatula. If this is how you remove parts, you might want to level and mesh the bed. No. When I'm actually printing parts that have some form of height to them, I'll just flex them off the build plate. It's just because of how low those calibration parts are. There's no way to flex them. But I do think a plastic spatula is probably in my future. Game plan. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, let's get this print going and figure out some food. I ran out of trail mix yesterday. Hey, thanks for coming back in, John. Appreciate it. Have a great night. Next week, we're going to be doing some resin printing, which will be a lot of fun. At least that's the current game plan. Aaron's like, my ears were ringing. Is it not? Okay, bed is... Yeah, bed's going to 60. Nozzle's only at 190, which is... $190 is low in my opinion, but it was a critical KO. Hey, Tunke! What's going on, buddy? You're fashionably late. How long have we been streaming for? It's 4:30, 3.5 hours? We're gonna end it soon, man. It's been a pretty eventful stream of mostly just calibrating, but I mean, we're basically there. Some mistakes were made on my part, for sure. This is our first attempt at our own sliced model. I think I might have gotten the colors mixed. Maybe it thinks this is toolhead 1. That seems like it would be toolhead 1 to me, but if it's starting with blue, I thought the body was supposed to be white. It's crazy. 190 is just so much. Yeah, we basically got most everything set up after we discovered that you need to save the mesh. It doesn't auto save it. We're still not sure. Still not entirely sure if the hi. Oh, is it the last one? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Thank you. Did you hear me say it? Oh, we stepped on a printer. Thank you. Aaron found the last trail mix. He heard me say we're out. Thanks, Dave. Keeps me alive. Okay, so maybe it is white that starts off with, but it was just doing the skirt. Yes, trail mix. We printed a ton of these guys. They're like little, I guess, combs is what Zombie was calling them, but it's to get your X and Y offset set between the tool heads, and that took a while. Because there was 2 of them, and they need to be these are really small V-rollers as well, I just realized. Because they need to be so exact, you have to like double down on the Z offset. Oh, I also have not tightened the set screw, so I need to do that before I move it. Or any day. Yeah, so nothing exciting. Basically calibration stuff. Everyone was an angel and actually hung out, and we got to talk about my greasy fingers, and it was a fun stream though. It didn't exactly go the way I planned. I thought we'd be printing within like 30 to 40 minutes, but I should have known with it being an IDEX that there would be more involved. It's printing a like mushroom or one-up mushroom from Mario. Diva. That's right. They're combs or they're diva eyelashes. The streams are always really fun if regardless if things go according to plan or not. There's always fun conversation, there's laughs, there's like, you know, like just talking about, we talked about everything from electric Volkswagen buses to like Clipper, IDEX, like, I don't know, it's always fun conversation. I really enjoy hanging out, even if the thing that we're supposed to do doesn't always go the way it's supposed to go. Hey, Zombie, gifted 1 membership. Thank you very much, Zombie. The membership gifting has been weird for the last 2 weeks, where it doesn't seem to pop up right away. I'm not sure if it's assigned the gift to anybody yet. Let me see. No, it doesn't look like it yet. He did it again. Bondtech, the Bondtech Richmond heatsink upgrade, is there a place you can get it from? Isn't from Bondtech Direct so I can avoid airmail charge? Are you in the States, Matt? It's funny that you said that because I literally... Oh no! Since that video, I've got my another one sitting right here. I ordered mine from Printed Solid. That's where I would check first. They had them in the States. Hey, Kenneth, you got a gifted membership from Zombie. Thank you, Zombie. I really like your new icon. The hedgehog's adorable. Yeah, like all of this part, the printer should be able to print quicker than this. This is going slow, but I left it at default, so I want it to succeed for right now. Yeah, hopefully they still have them, Matt, but that's where I ordered mine. I didn't want to go from Prusa directly because of the shipping charges is more, and then like everything else, the just the charges and the time. The layer lines are looking nice. They're really smooth. I wonder what the oh my god, yeah, someone in the community made it, and my other emotes. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't are the emotes on Twitch? I haven't seen the emotes. Something tells me that the layer height on this is lower than I would. No, 0.2. Curious just to see what the defaults are at. Can I move this? Yeah. So it's printing right now with 4 walls, 5 top and bottom. That's excessive. Infill 20, that's fine. That's super low. Oof. Yeah, walls are 30 millimeters per second. Those are brutally slow speeds. Yeah, I'll bump these up after. That's why it's gonna take 2 hours and 3 minutes. Out of stock? I don't know. I don't know if I can ship this in a plain white envelope. Because I have bubble mailers, but I can't ship first class from here. I have to go down to the post office, which is a huge pain. Here where we moved, it's just not, there's like a mail store I can go to, but it's more of a pain. Well, I have stamps and I can ship it out of a white envelope, but I would look around and see if you can find anywhere else that has them. There might be somewhere else. If not, you can ping me on Discord. I might be able to get it sent off to you. This is a giant printer, so it better be slower. It will ring, ring, ring like a banana phone. It can go faster than this, man. This is slow. I agree. I don't want to push this thing at like record-breaking speeds, but it should be able to go faster than this. I would say it should be able to go like twice the speed of this at least. It's using a PCB style head too, so PCB style bed, so it's not going to be as heavy as like an aluminum bed. Although it's got V-roller wheels, which aren't going to do any favors, but I still like. I mean, my I just realized you guys are looking at the same boring thing. I still think that looking at this right now after playing with it today, that the price seems really fair. Like if you consider, you know, like an Ender 3 for around 200 bucks, and this guy's 500, it's a lot bigger. And it's mostly, it's actually exclusively 2040s and 4040s. Other than the top bar, which is a 2020, and you're also getting double of everything in terms of like, you know, 2 extruders, 2 hot ends, all the different fans, thermistors, heater cartridges, the board that can support it, 2 filament runout sensors. And I don't think, like, based off of my experience with the firmware today, I don't actually think the firmware is that bad, but I do think that the firmware could definitely use some work. At least like the interface side of things, right? Like the verbiage could be better. The location of things could certainly be better. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it's all aluminum, comes with a flex plate system that's actually kind of decent. I don't really like that build surface, but the magnet's great, and it's at least using an actual spring steel sheet, it seems like, underneath, so you could just peel it and swap, you know, smooth PEI if you want that. It does have BL Touch, which is sweet. There's a lot to be said that are like positive about it. For, again, considering its price point. If it was like a $1,500 machine, I'd be like, nah, but at the price of a little over 500 bucks, it's a lot of printer. Oh, sweet. I didn't even know that Fabrico sold them. Yeah, get it from Fabrico, John. It'll come from Florida. Oh, you're right. I can adjust speed on the display. Speed. Let's try 150. It definitely went a little quicker. All right, we're going 200. There we go. I think I got trail mix stuck in my throat. I didn't even realize Fabrico sold that, but I guess it makes sense. They sell Bondtech stuff. My baby E2 can do 80 millimeters after shaping. You can do better than 30. Yeah, we bumped it up 200% now. So it's Infill is 120, wall speed 60, outer walls 30, inner walls 60. So it's at least more realistic. I don't think it'll have any issues. The only thing it might have an issue with is the nozzle temp is quite low, but it's all right. I think we'll let it go for about 5 more minutes and I'll probably kill it. And then later on, I will post a photo in the Discord. Maybe on Twitter too, we'll see. Yeah, no worries, Matt. Hopefully you're able to get it in and get the mini working better. Getting used to Clipper and forgetting that Marlin also has some functions. Yeah, I haven't, I guess like some of the printers I've used recently have had Marlin, but most a lot of the ones we built, like we finished up the switch wire, which was a long project because it got damaged. And that was Clipper. Then Rat Rig recently was Clipper. And then I've been working on converting some printers here. I wish that there was a firmware for the LCD screens that are on a lot of the Creality printers that was compatible. I know that somebody made a fork of Clipper that works with the Ender 5 Plus screen, but I don't think it's updated, so it's like a previous version of Clipper. But it'd be cool if they it'd be cool if that was the case. Oh yeah, V400. Yeah. V400 also was Clipper. Duh. I just got done testing that. KP3S is also running Clipper right now. Yeah, I looked at it initially on one of the printers. I was debating on doing it, and I was like, no, I want the latest Clipper. Oh, we're doing a filament swap. Oh, it's like hanging off the end there, isn't it? Or has it been doing filament swaps and I haven't noticed, or no? Did that one droop a little? No, that's droopy. That's a little droopy. It's because the eyes stick out a bit. Mainly want to print PTG, and I think it's not all metal because their marketing is way weird. Yeah, I doubt it's all metal. It shouldn't need a purge tower though, right? Isn't it going to... Oh, maybe it doesn't auto purge. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to experiment more. I was under the assumption that it would automatically purge on tool change. I really like these little metal buckets. The rubber is much nicer. The previous printer I used the like metal brass wire brush, which worked, but the issue with that is that if it touches the wrong part, it can damage the electronics. I've seen people short like the heater cartridge by using a wire brush and cleaning it and having it actually touch the wires. It looks like it's doing a pretty good job. Again, still a little weirded out that it's not purging, but I must need to add that to the tool change G code. That droopy eye though is a little odd. Yeah, I do have unsupported overhangs for sure. The hat's gonna droop, especially the front of it. It's a pretty steep overhang, but I just wanted to try it. I didn't want to do supports on the first one. Clipper screen works on the KP3S. Interesting. Clipper screen works on the KP3S touchscreen? I didn't know that. Okay, so the KP3S one doesn't have a firmware of its own. I once fried my board that way. Oof. I don't know. I might have damaged something once upon a time that way too. I don't think I fried a board, but I might have damaged the heater cartridge or something like that. That's good to know, DJ. I didn't realize that KP3S display worked with Clipper screen. I mean, it's going to be a super small Clipper screen though, right? I mean, that's a baby screen, like 2.5 inches or so. Maybe a little bit bigger, 3 inches. But only on an old. Oh, they changed something in the kernel. Gotcha. So since I'm doing a Fabrica order, my recommendation to add it for nice. Wait. Since I'm doing a Fabrica order, any recommendations to add to it for nice to have things? Oh, I haven't used their build plates, but I've heard good things about their build plates. I don't know if they'll have one sized for the, oh, in general, most of the things I've ordered have been pretty specific. Like I got a bunch of V0.1 upgrades from them, as well as I bought the ERCF from them. Filaments are cool. Depending on filament, they just got in, I think, Filamentum filament. I think they have Polymaker already, or are working with Polymaker. They have a lot of cool filaments. If you're doing ABS printing at all, which I don't know if you are, but the fusion filament that they have is awesome. That's what I used for the switch wire and for the ERCF. Oh, you can't, that's a terrible zoom. The green is awesome. But yeah, this is Fusion 3D filament from them, from Fabrico. Clipper screen works on all SPI displays. I have a Linux driver for Pi and the MK3. Interesting, that should be in the KP3S. Interesting. Yeah, I had no idea. It's cool watching this thing transfer. Hat's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. All right, y'all. I think it's time. I gotta figure out food stitch. There's leftover spaghetti in the fridge from last night that I might inhale in a second here, but we're gonna go through the center of here. Clear and throat. So next week's stream is already scheduled. I scheduled out 2 last week because I needed to commit to these printers that have been sitting here. So next week we're going to be doing a resin printer unboxing. It's the Anycubic D2, which is a DLP resin printer, which I've never personally played around with. We sold 1 or 2 at Matter Hackers that was like for the dental industry, and they partnered up with Texas Instruments on that, which is kind of cool. So we'll unbox that, we'll get it set up, we'll do a resin print, and then I have, like, between machines and projects working on an insane amount of things, and so I'm on the fence as to whether I'm going to be running a second stream per week for a couple of weeks to sort of do some of those projects. The only thing is my days off are Wednesday and Sunday, and I don't want to stream at the same time Sunday because that's when Steve does his stream. So it's a chance that it might be a weekday later stream. So it might work for people in the States, but I don't think it will work for EU, and I'm sorry, I just don't really have any other way of scheduling it. So we'll see. But there's a lot of awesome stuff coming, and I'm excited, and hopefully you guys are too. But massive thank you to everyone that hung out today and all of the merch purchases. There was a ton of t-shirts. I'm super excited to hopefully get some photos of the shirts out in the wild, and stickers and stuff like that. But thank you everyone that, you know, grabbed something from the swag store that we launched. It's something that has been talked about for quite a while, and the game plan is hopefully in the future that I can do some more custom designs. There's some cool ideas that I think everyone will really like. But yeah, thank you to everyone for hanging out, liking, commenting, any donations, any membership renewals or membership gifts. Photo of this will be posted later on in Discord, and we will do some bigger printing. If somebody has a model of a VW bus, I know it was talked about earlier, that is multicolor, let me know, because that would be, although I can only do 2 colors with this, it would still be kind of cool to print out even in just 2 colors, like a white and a green or something like that. So anyways, on that note, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, a great week, and hopefully I will see you guys next week.